Yo. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor, though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't even try me on the mission. Telling Israel to repent before your time is up. You still be on the corner in your hood is where you finding us. Casting out imaginations, Christians might not like it, but we raising up an army exceedingly, we are rising up. We all about the mission, we living until the kingdom come. Destroyed for lack of knowledge, so that's what we here to give it up. Blessed for the people, cause although we have no equal, we out here living so evil and comfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor, though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't need to try.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Y'all hear echo? Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Check. Sound good.
Hey, I gave y'all a thumbnail. That ain't the thumbnail.
Lord of mercy.
Lot of mercy.
I don't know if we live or not.
IT don't be knowing what the hell be going on. Take that down. Thank you very much. All right, make sure we live, y'all. If you can hear and see us, give us a call at 407-494-5479. Give us a call so we can make sure we live on the air. We want to make sure the phone lines are working, as always. There we go. That's the class today. The accuser of the brethren. All right. I tell you, man.
Yeah, I don't
weird
know
stuff going on.
Right. I'm confused.
I got everybody confused. All right. Mic check. So, y'all know what time it is. It's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock Sunday night. And it's time for the Lion's Den radio show as we always do it.
That's right.
Shout out to all you viewers right now, all 60 of you. We're gonna get that thing up to 4 figures by the end of the night, Lord's will of life last. Today we got a very, very hot topic today. We're gonna show y'all a lot of history, a lot of things to reveal who our oppressor is according to the Bible. We're gonna give you real world examples so you can see it for yourself.
We got an oppressor?
Yeah, we got an oppressor.
I thought we was free.
We got an oppressor. I am free.
Right.
But before we get into that, y'all know what we like to do. How was everybody week? And we're going to start with my man to the left, the most light-skinned man on the show.
Bring it out, Cap.
Soldier Eliezer.
Oh, damn, Cal. I thought you was talking about me.
Nah, you just got light-skinned eyes.
Hey, Shalom Israel, once high in Christ bless. Very productive week. I had the privilege of going out on Sunday. Was out in Miami. Shout out to Miami for Calle Ocho.
Right.
We hit up and blitz the Northern Kingdom. All praise to the Lord for that. And throughout the week, man, just building up with the brethren, getting ready for this glorious Passover.
Right.
All praise to the Lord. And we're here at the Lion's Den to wake the people up.
That's right.
Absolutely.
All praise. Nothing like being on the Lion's Den on a Sunday night.
Right.
Right.
What we got? Officer Anathia, how was your week?
Week was good, man. Week was fast. Shoot, it's always a blur, to be honest.
Yeah.
When I get on the Lion's Den, that's when I try to think about the week that I had because I can't even remember. That's how fast it be flying. But nah, we was straight, man. I can't really, complain. Did the usual, go to work, then come to the Sabbath, enjoy the time with the brothers and sisters. You already know. And now we here. All praise to the Lord, man. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? All praises. We're about to get it in.
Right.
Lord help us.
Yeah. We got to send up some prayers.
Officer Lahad, how was your week?
Hey, shalom, Cap. All praise to the Most High. My week was good. Ended out with a bang. The Sabbath class was fire. Got some good notes, precepts. Shout out to the bishop. All praises. And honestly, I don't even know what else happened. Like, this was one of them weeks where it was just like, yeah, meeting, Sabbath.
Right.
I don't know. But all praise to the Most High. The word is definitely going out. And I've been busy doing the Lord's work. So nothing else matters. It's one of them weeks.
Right. Yes.
All right. Officer, how was your week?
A lot of praying, a lot of fasting. Clearly, I'm going to have to continue praying, fasting often.
Right.
But now, like Officer said, yeah, a lot of preparation for things coming up. And today was a good day, though. Today was a good day. Me and Lahad got to kick it. Hey, he took me to a Northern Kingdom spot.
Yeah.
Man, I know about having the itis after you eat, not while you eat.
Right.
Lagrange?
Nah.
Whoa, hey.
This is like real deal.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you hungry? Let's go in the backyard. I got
They gonna kill it. They gonna cook it.
All praise.
Yeah.
They killed it on spot.
All praise.
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Hey,
Sound legit.
It was worth it. It was a good spot.
Yeah.
They got the hibiscus tea and everything that was good. And then after that, brothers got it in, got a little bowling and stuff. You know, families got to enjoy each other. So all praise to the Most High, man. It's definitely a good week.
We pretty much was together all day today.
Yep.
Yeah.
All praise to the Most High. That's beautiful. Beautiful thing.
Yep.
My week was long. I got banned from TikTok.
Oh,
Damn. That means you doing something good,
That's
Cap.
right, Cap.
That means you doing the work.
Right.
Got banned from TikTok on Sunday. I just got back today, and then I got banned again today.
Dang.
All praises.
So I've been trying to teach on TikTok lately, trying to build it up, and I just keep getting banned over and over again.
Hey,
so
Cap.
I'm gonna go to Instagram and keep making my shorts. That's TikTok.
They can't handle
Give me Isaiah 29 and
Yep.
21, I think it is, or 22.
Yes, sir.
Stop the work from going on.
Yep.
It's crazy because never before have I ever heard of anybody else teaching the Bible and getting banned.
Right.
I've heard of Pentecost, Baptist, you name it. Down to even good old Gino.
Yeah.
You ain't never heard none of them getting banned for preaching the gospel according to the Lord.
Right.
But somehow, when you start teaching the truth, it's an offense to people. It's crazy.
Yep.
Read that.
Isaiah 29 and verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
That make a man an offender.
They do what?
Make a man an offender for a word.
Make a man an offender for the word. That's what's happening. So, hold on. I'm getting some calls. Read it again. Break it down, Yahaziel.
Go ahead, read.
That make a man an offender for a word.
It says that make a man an offender for a word. Not just any word. Because like I said, you got the Christian pastor all over TikTok and social media. You got the Muslims. You got Amalek. But somehow nobody's shadow banning. Nobody has a problem with white man Jesus.
Right.
But when you start teaching the truth according to the Bible, it's a problem. All of a sudden now, you either anti-Semitic or you a hate group. Read.
And lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate.
And that's the problem, because we giving correction according to the Bible. They want to lay traps.
Right.
All of a sudden now you banned. For what reason? This may be offensive towards somebody. The Bible?
Right.
It's the same Bible that y'all reading, right? But the difference is the proper understanding. Read.
Right.
And turn aside the just for a thing of naught.
And you see that all the time because you got half-naked women. As soon as you pull up a TikTok, it is half-naked booty all over the place.
Right.
A brother told me the other day, scattered ass. That's all you see. Well, you got a brother that's talking about keep the commandments.
Right.
And that's offensive.
Yep.
Well, who is it offensive to? To the people that want to see the scattered booty all over the place. Right. It's crazy.
Let me show y'all something. Y'all think I'm playing. Pull up that picture I just sent y'all, IT. Pull up the picture.
Oh, we got receipts.
Come on, IT.
Gotta come with the receipts, dog.
Y'all got this expensive laptop.
Come on now, dog.
Computer.
I'm on one today. We had some coffee.
Right.
Bro, I'm telling you, y'all bet,
Give you that Bustelo.
Talk to me after the show.
So this what I got. I was in the middle of teaching. I was getting it in, and then next thing I know, the feed just get cut, And I see this. It says live access removed, live details, Sunday school with an Israelite. Your access to go live and multi-guest will be restored on March 23rd. Scroll down. It says violation reasons. Read that.
Misinformation. In a global community, it is natural for people to have different opinions.
Yeah. But they don't honor your opinion if you're Israelite.
Hey, Cap, that's already a contradiction.
There you go.
What the hell?
There you go.
Misinformation, and then you say in a global community, and then you say, what did it say? It is natural. How the hell is it natural if you telling me what I'm saying is misinformation? It's supposed to be a global community, but yet you already penalizing me for speaking my words.
Right. Yep. Read it again.
Yes, sir. In a global community, it is natural for people to have different opinions. But we seek to operate on a shared set of facts.
You see that? But we, they let you know, yeah, you can have a different opinion, but you got to teach what we tell you to teach.
Right.
Whatever we accept as truth, that's what you got to teach. So you can't be telling people that God only loves the Israelites.
Right.
That's what I was going into. You can't be telling people that black people were more oppressed than other people. That's what I was going over with. Because I was showing them the different things that white people have done to oppress us. I was going into COVID, how COVID was targeted towards black people. I was going into the treatment of blacks and Hispanics here in America. How they redlined us. Urban renewal, whenever we had communities, they kicked us out.
Facts.
All these different things that happen to us. And then next thing, this Negro he going too deep. He going into the secret plots and popular persuasion. And next thing I know, I'm chopped off. So read it again. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
We do not allow
inaccurate, misleading, or false content that may cause significant harm to individuals or society.
Oh, you mean like giving people a white image of Jesus?
Right.
And now they hate themselves. Nobody got banned that got white Jesus up on their Christian Mills post videos every day with white Jesus. He don't never get banned.
Right.
And everybody has accepted that Jesus is black. And you know how we know he's not white? Because everybody say he's what? He's Middle Eastern. So why do y'all not take down the people that's pushing white Jesus?
Bring it out.
Y'all won't do that, though. F you, TikTok. Keep going.
Finish it.
Regardless of intent.
Regardless of your intent of your truth.
Significant harm includes physical, psychological, or societal harm and property damage. Visit our community guidelines for more information.
So, this is what they send you when you get banned. And they don't care about what your thoughts. They don't. What about my well-being? What about how I feel when I get banned? Now I can't teach the Bible. Y'all don't care about my feelings though. Pull up the next one.
It's crazy. And it's supposed to be a public forum.
Public forum. Read that. These are the examples.
Examples of what's not allowed. Demeaning, degrading, or making claims of supremacy.
Now, we ain't making no claims. That's what the Bible says. Go ahead.
Over a group of people on the basis of protected attributes, such as race or ethnicity.
So, when we read Deuteronomy 7:6, they say you can't do that. That's not allowed. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the so-called Jewish man, he can be special and above all people. You can protect his interests. He can have multiple organizations that label people that go against him anti-Semitic. But God forbid anybody stand up for their own self. Now you can't do that. Hold on. APOC, the Jewish community, all them, they got stuff on TikTok. Nobody got a problem with that. They say they're superior to all people. Nobody got a problem with that. But the black man used the Bible, and now you can't do that.
Hey, you remember the video Bishop pulled yesterday with Amalek? Yeah, he said, no. You're supposed to pray to all us Jews, not to God. We're not even saying that. But they literally saying that, and they not getting banned for nothing like that.
Not getting banned. Read two.
Using hateful slurs associated with a protected attribute, such as race or ethnicity. Degrading someone with profanity or obscene language. Attacking others with vulgar speech or insulting gestures.
So, we don't do any of those. We don't do any of those. But we do number one. We do claim supremacy. And that's what the Bible says. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6 real quick. We have to read what the Bible says. The Bible says we are superior to all other people.
Hey, Cap. It make me feel good when they get mad. So what? Get mad. Get some more. Because the Bible says, have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Right.
You only revealing who you really are because now we know who we are. We want to let our people know. Now it's a problem because the Israelites say they're the greatest. It's a problem because now we reading the scriptures that the pastors don't read. Hey, get mad some more. And we're going to read some more that's going to make you mad today.
Yep.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
Hold on, the Lord what?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
So is this hate speech? Is this hate speech because the Lord chose us? Take the call. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hello, leadership. It's about Raphael. I'm on the plantation. Last week I tried to call, but there's a problem in the line. I don't know what's going on. So I what I have to say about that is, can someone read Acts chapter 5 verse 38? Because they cannot, they won't be able to stop the truth.
Right.
So whatever they're doing, we're gonna stand up and we're gonna follow Christ. We're gonna follow the commandment and preach the Messiah, our Messiah, the black Messiah.
Right.
That's all.
All praises.
All praise, all praise. Thank you for calling in, bro. We're gonna read that scripture for you. So, where was we at?
Deuteronomy.
Yes, read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The Lord chose us, read.
To be a special
God
people.
chose us to be a special people. So we don't give a damn what TikTok got to say about supremacy.
Right.
Read.
Unto himself. Above.
Hold on. What? Equal.
Above.
Equal?
Above.
What?
All people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's what the Bible says.
Right.
But a lot of y'all got a problem with that. A lot of y'all got a problem with that. You know what else also we was dealing with this morning? We was dealing with the, and it's funny, Bishop went over this the week before. We was dealing with replacement theory. Esau on there talking, yes, you know, we're not denying that God chose Israel, but in the New Testament, new Israel was selected. I said, whoa.
Where that at?
What verse is that?
Right.
Bring it out.
What verse is that? And it was so funny because he wanted to go to 1 Peter. So we go through 1 Peter. I said, let's start at verse 1.
Yep.
And he's like, I guess he had his concordance open. I said, who are these people? He said, the exiled. I said, exiled to what? I said, so we talking about the Israelites here, my friend.
All right.
So ain't nowhere you can go. I'm telling y'all, ain't nowhere you can go in this Bible. There's no prophecies. There are 0 prophecies where you will see another nation named by named outside of Israel that's receiving salvation. You won't see it. You will see Gentiles.
That's right.
Because the Gentiles are the Israelites. We're not knocking that.
Right.
But those Gentiles are not, I repeat, are not the other nations. It never names another nation as it pertains to salvation. You won't find it.
That's right.
So, was that it on Deuteronomy 7?
Yes, sir.
6. Okay. So, like we were saying, God is superior. God chose us a separate set of people to be above all people. That's what the Bible says. Right. So until they understand that, we're going to keep getting banned. We're going to keep having to go from platform to platform, and we don't care. It is what it is. We're going to speak God's word. Give me that, what is that, Galatians? Oh, no. Am I your enemy now because I speak the truth?
Yes, sir. Galatians 4:16.
Yes. Read that.
Galatians chapter 4 and verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy?
Am I therefore become your enemy? Read.
Because I tell you the truth?
Because we read the Bible. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Shalom. My name is Sister Joeva from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
What's going on, sis?
I just had a comment, sir. I had gone to the Renaissance Facebook page, and after going there, I went to download some of the pictures, and I tried to upload them to Walgreens. I received a message, sir, that stated that the pictures were violent.
Wow. That's crazy.
We ain't wasting our ink on these nigga pictures.
It's kind of going into the exact same thing that you're talking about with TikTok. Walgreens did the exact same thing with the Renaissance downloading pictures.
Damn. That's some crazy stuff.
You know what that is? That's DEI in effect. We ain't got to print your black pictures no more.
Right.
Right. Yes,
Dang, that's crazy, sis. So what you're telling me is they discriminating against you and what you want.
Right.
Yes.
But you know what? That's why the Bible says you got to gather yourselves together. We need our own print shops.
We need our own.
We need somebody out there that got the know-how of how to create our own photography and our own prints, all that stuff. So all praises. Lord's will, somebody hear that and that sit on their spirit.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling in, sis.
Yes.
Hey, Cap, that's heavy. Like, you remember in Exodus where it says, the more they afflicted us, the more we grew.
Right.
The more we get denied, the more we get afflicted, the more these things, more laws are passed against the Israelites. Like you said, hopefully these things sit on our spirit and say, you know what? To hell with your print shop.
Right.
We gonna open our own. To hell with your Walmarts. We gonna start doing our own thing. So Lord's will, as this thing speed up and the more persecution come against us, we come together as a nation and start doing these things. Cause that's what we did in the 60s. That's what we did back then, but we didn't have the scriptures.
Right.
We didn't have the spiritual understanding that we only got to deal with them with certain things. But after that, dealing with our own people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
all praise to the Most High.
There you go. We're going to get back to it. Read that verse again.
Yes, sir. Galatians chapter 4 and verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy?
Am I therefore become your enemy? Read.
Because I tell you the truth?
Because I tell you the truth? That's what's going on in the world right now. Right now, when you speak truth, the truth is hate speech. Understand that the truth is hate speech. Because, and it goes all the way back, and I'm gonna show y'all a clip in a little bit of a man who was a revolutionary for a little bit. And when you speak the truth, you are vilified. Esau don't like when we speak the truth. They hate it. They hate it. So let's get into it. Let's get into the show. Let's get into the show. Let's get into the show. Now, this is major news. This happened a few weeks back. With black people, and this fits right into what we was just talking about, how in our affliction we're gonna learn to come together, and we're gonna create things that we haven't created before. We're gonna do things that we haven't done before. Why? That's right. Because of necessity. Right now we can do whatever we want. We can go to whatever restaurant we want to go to. So guess what we don't have? We don't have black restaurants. We can buy the white man shoes, so we don't have black shoe companies. We can use the white man microphones, and we can use the white man lights, and we can use the white man cars. Because he lets us use those things. But what's going to happen when Toyota say, nah, you can't buy it. You can't buy it. Somebody going to say, all right, well, we'll make our own.
Right.
And ultimately, the white man don't want that. But Lord's will, it does happen. Like Bishop say, Lord's will, they afflict us that much that we going to have to get on our own two shoes and create things. Because guess what? Our people can do it.
Absolutely.
Our people can do it. All the shade tree mechanics in the world, they can make a car line. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Give them some money. Let LeBron donate some money to him to figure it out. The Johnson 500 will be flowing before you know it.
He said the Johnson 500. Get the C-class.
So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Play that first video.
Community in Ohio, which is now the center of a growing national debate about civil rights, hate speech, and the Second Amendment. NBC News correspondent and NBC News Now daily anchor Morgan Radford visited the town of Lincoln Heights, where residents have formed an armed community defense group in the wake of a neo-Nazi rally. Morgan joins us now. You were there just on Tuesday. What did the residents tell you about what's going on?
Yeah, I was there just this week. John, it was fascinating because what's interesting is that this town was founded during the Great Migration back in the 20s as a refuge for black citizens, which is why it was especially painful when neo-Nazis suddenly appeared in this 3,000-person majority black town. But they decided to fight back, taking up arms and patrolling their own streets. Now they're at the center of a much larger debate about protection and free speech and who gets it.
These aren't police officers or soldiers.
They're business owners, their fathers, their sons, daughters.
These are civilians, members of the Lincoln Heights Safety and Watch Program.
It's a duty. Okay, let's go.
The duty, protecting their neighborhood, the majority black village of Lincoln Heights, Ohio. After neo-Nazis held a rally here last month, carrying rifles, waving swastikas, and hurling racial slurs, just moments before children were let out of school. At the time, law enforcement officials said the neo-Nazis did not break any laws, but an investigation by county prosecutors is ongoing. Weeks later, the KKK came with these flyers.
First African-American community above the Mason-Dixon line of
Safety and Watch Group spokesperson Durrance Daniels says the police did not do enough, which was more chilling because the town was founded in the 1920s as a safe haven for black residents.
Lincoln Heights is our home. If somebody broke into your home, you call the police, and the police says, you know, if they do it again, we haven't broken any law, so we're just going to allow them to break into your home again. What would you do?
Are you worried at all that having a potentially armed response could just create more friction, create more danger?
I'll answer that by saying, I've never felt safer as a black man in my community than I have right now.
The mayor of Evendale, which oversees the police force that responded that day.
So,
that's crazy.
Yeah. So what happened? They got afflicted. They formed a coalition to protect themselves. The black man said, I never felt safer than I do now. The problem is, what took you so long, nigga?
Right.
You see what happens? Until we get afflicted, we don't even think. We don't even think of certain things and the infrastructure that it takes to truly have your own society.
Right.
Until we get waking up with a rude awakening that, hey, these people don't care about us.
Right.
We don't even think to do these things. Give me Lamentations 4 and 17. We're going to start there. Because what happens? They were upset and mad that what? The police, they was like, well, you would think if I call the police,
they would come out.
Things would be good.
Yeah.
They're going to protect us. No, Negro.
You calling the same people as doing it
There
to
you go.
Right.
You calling the KKK on the KKK. That's what you're doing. Go ahead.
Lamentation chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed.
As for us, our eyes have yet failed. Read.
For our vain help.
For our vain help. When you call the police, when you call the detective, when you call the FBI, when you call the CIA. Read.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation.
We have watched for a nation. Read.
That could not save us.
Hold on. That could what?
That could not save us.
So that's why now they understanding that. They're like, man, these people ain't doing nothing for us.
Right.
Now, I applaud them for taking up the effort upon themselves to fix the solution. A lot of black people just sigh and cry and complain and, oh, we shall overcome.
Yep. Right.
But they say, you know what? I don't think that's going to work.
Right.
We've been doing that a long time.
Right. You got to switch it up.
Yeah, and these white folks have came and they might come back. So we need to figure something out. And that's what they did. And guess what? That's what we're going to do as a nation when this affliction comes.
Yep.
That's when you're going to see Acts 2 and Acts 4 actually come in place. When everybody going to gather themselves together and nobody goes without need.
Right.
But we must gather together under the banner as the Israelites. Because this ain't the first time that our people have come together because of the affliction from the other nations.
Correct.
We've been doing this, and that's today's show. We're going to show you how many times we've done it. Not all of them, but we're going to show you a lot of times we've done it. And guess what? It didn't work.
Right.
Because what? We did not do it under the understanding that we're the Israelites. We did not have the breath of life with us. It's like we're going to show y'all a movement in a little bit that lasted all about 2 years. And everybody was all over them. They was all excited. And then it's gone. Oh, hell no. So, go back to the video if y'all got something I can bring up.
Hey, let me get Nehemiah 4, because to back up Cap on that point, we've been through this historically. Going back into the history during the time of Persia, right? When we were building, we had opposition coming up against us. Even our own people were sent against us, right? Read Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 17.
Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 17. They which builded on the wall, and they that bear burdens with those that laid it, everyone with one of his hands wrought in the work.
Right. So like today, we're trying to build and organize. Like those brothers, they was put against the wall, just like the time of Nehemiah. Their backs is put against the wall. Like, wait a second, we can't rely on nobody else. And our forefathers had the understanding that we didn't want to. Right? Go ahead.
And with the other hand.
And with the other hand.
Held a weapon.
Held a what?
Held a weapon.
So there's nothing new under the sun. Right. We were building and the nations was mad. Our ancestors literally had to have a brick in one hand and a weapon to defend. But here's the difference. Jump to verse 9.
Verse 9. Nevertheless, we made our prayer unto God.
Unto who?
Unto our God.
So when the brother said this is the most he feels safe, Nehemiah them already put their trust in the Lord. Right. It wasn't from a carnal mindset, right? Read.
And set a watch.
And did a what?
And set a watch.
We was policing our own community, which means it couldn't be nobody in the community talking about, you can't judge me. Everybody understood, no. This is for the betterment of our people. Right. Go ahead.
And set a watch against them day and night because of them.
Because of the enemies. Right. But the difference is our ancestors understood. We got to put God first. Them weapons is not really what's protecting us. It was the spirit of the Lord.
That's right.
Hey, to back that up, go to Psalm chapter 60, verse 11 and 12. Pretty much saying the same exact thing. Because Kat made a point. Why do you think a lot of them have their faces covered? The KKK and them groups that come out. Now you can go ahead and take the call.
Take the call, IT. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
El Cinder.
Hey, Luau Cinder.
How you doing, nigga?
What's going on? What's going on, my brother?
Yeah, you having a beautiful show, sitting back enjoying it.
All praise. And
you were saying they're coming together. Yeah, that is beautiful. And get under the banner. So roadblocks. The Sunday. What happened? Got together.
This phone going in.
Told them the jelly bean bag. God loves everybody.
Right.
That's your answer, bro. I mean, bro, you got something to say before you can get any Esau. That 2/3 in Zechariah, you what I'm talking about? Man, they coming at you with they and the black out here hate you more. I'm you people. I'm just saying with the
battlefield. They hindering.
That's all I'm saying. The battlefield has got our people on it with shit guns, brains out for the love for Esau, and it happens every Sunday. Praise Jesus and thank the that never existed, and hey, they're going right here. With the bishop, the famous one with the glass, the famous bishop. He talks about that all the time. Yahweh, is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he talks about that all the time. Whereas you could actually go through the oppression and then stay here and die with the enemy, and that's what they're doing. But I just want to know what the battlefield looks like. As much as our people as Esau. Hey man, I love y'all. Y'all take care.
All praise. Thank you for calling in. Go ahead.
Yeah, my bad. All right, go back to Psalms chapter 11, verse 12. Because we've seen this before, like Cap mentioned. You had the Black Panthers, right? That tried to take up arms, and we've seen what happened, right? The Lord told us in Deuteronomy 28 that we was going to go out one way before him, and we was going to scatter 7 ways. So we know that, taking up arms, it's good, right, for the protection, right, of our people, but it's only going to get us so far, right? But read that.
Psalm chapter 60 and verse 11.
Yep, go ahead.
Give us help from trouble.
So just like the officer read earlier, they prayed to the Lord when they wanted protection, right? So we put our trust in the Lord. It says what? Read it again.
Give us help from trouble.
Read on.
For vain is the help of man.
And we have to understand that. Vain is the help of man. Meaning what? Man can only do so much because these things is happening because the Lord is allowing it to happen. Read on.
Through God.
Through who?
Through God.
Through the mighty God. Read on.
We shall do valiantly.
And that's what we have to understand. We could try to do whatever we want. We try to march. We try to vote. We take up arms. We do it all. But we can only do valiant things through the Most High God. And that's why you see the prophets on the earth today. We doing mighty works.
Right.
Why? Because this is the work of God. Right? Read on.
For he it is that shall tread down our enemies.
Because the scriptures say vengeance is of the Lord.
Right.
So we understand they going to have their day. It's coming. Their day is coming. But we got to put our trust in the Lord. All right?
That's right. All praise. Hey, that's a heavy precept right there. It's a heavy precept. All right, go back to the video.
Black man in my community than I have right now.
The mayor of Evendale, which oversees the police force that responded that day, said in a statement to NBC News, "Our emphasis on de-escalation and public safety resulted in the incident's resolution without injuries to any of the persons involved." But residents here say they can't afford to wait. Every day, the Safety and Watch group escorts children to school and patrols the streets.
Why do you all wear masks?
Those Nazis, we have reports of them finding our backgrounds, so
Pause.
we're not hiding ourselves.
Pause. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Even this is how you know this ain't our rest.
Right.
This is how you know. A lot of y'all say y'all sovereign, y'all this and that. Go back about 5 seconds. I want y'all to hear why they got to wear. They wear masks for a different reason than why the white man wear masks. Go ahead.
As Nazis, we have reports of them finding our backgrounds, so we're not hiding ourselves from the residents, but we protecting our family from what we're doing out here.
Pause.
Many locals.
So what he's saying is, if they find out who he is, they're gonna attack our job. And that's why we tell y'all, hey, support the Booster Club.
Right.
Because guess what? We don't hide our faces.
Right.
That's right.
We don't hide our faces at all. We go to work, we put everything on the light for the people.
Right.
We do everything we can for the people. We ain't up here with Matt. No, we do, because guess what? We believe.
That's right.
We believe in the Most High God, and we believe that our brothers and sisters are going to take care of those that need to be taken care of. But even they ain't doing nothing. They doing nothing but protecting the people. They say, hey, I can't risk it. I can't risk it.
Hey, let me get 1 Corinthians 4.
Yep.
Because like they say we can't risk it. Like when you come to serve the Lord, you already risking it.
There you go.
You didn't put your poker chips on the table. You all in.
Hey, hold on 1 second. I gotta say this quote from Bishop Yawasop.
Bring it out.
Everybody does not live. No, he says everybody dies, but everybody does not live. Understand that. Everybody dies, but everybody does not live. When you living in a life like that, you want to wear because you're not living. That's not You already dead.
You living to die.
There
not
you go.
Dying to live.
There you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's what we understand. Like we're not living to die.
Right.
We understand we gonna die.
Right.
We dying to live.
Yep.
We killing the flesh. We all the things that we care about, we setting that aside. Why? Because we trying to get our kingdom. We trying to get back, put in a position that the Lord set us in initially. Read.
Which verse, sir?
4 and 9.
1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 9. For I think that God had set forth us, the apostles, last.
So God chose us. These men, you don't even know on your jobs at night or at right before work. You never know. We blessing. We going out to the communities. We reaching out to the dignitaries. We doing all this. And they know who we are. We already counted the cost. We know what it takes to get the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
And that's what our people got to understand. When you see that, you got to jump on this train and follow that. Right. Read it again.
For I think that God had set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death.
Appointed to death. Read.
For we are made a spectacle unto the world.
Yeah, y'all ain't come up, y'all fake, y'all niggas crazy head. No, we know what we doing. Like, what was that scripture said? I think it's John. Is it John where it says we know who we serve?
Right.
Like we know what God we worship.
Right.
We good.
Right.
And Wisdom of Solomon, to them it's seen that we die.
Right.
No, we good, bro. You just got to get into the scriptures and understand what fight you really fighting. Go ahead.
Spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men.
And to men. A lot of y'all don't understand what this really about. Follow the lead of the men that the Lord set up last. All praise to the Most High.
Hey, give me Matthew 10. Matthew 10 and start at verse 38. This is for the covering up of your face and all that stuff. And we know certain brothers got certain positions. They can't show themselves. We understand that.
Right.
We ain't talking about you. If that's you and you donating hundreds of thousands of dollars, that's fine, brother. Guess what? You making your input where you need to.
Right.
Leave that up to us. We can get cut from the job and we'll find another job.
Right.
Leave it up to us.
All praises.
Because they are going to be people in the background. We get that. But what we're saying is there's going to be a day where they're gonna go through Google and they're gonna slide all us through that and they're gonna say fire all of them.
Right.
And we know that day's coming. Right. And that's fine. But guess what? Look what the Bible say. Read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 38. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
What did they do to Christ? You got to understand this. They frequently tried to kill Christ. They had counsels about Christ.
Right.
They let him do his work for a time period.
Right.
And then there was a time they said, nope, all right, it's time to get him.
Right.
Bring forth the false counsel and everything, get him and arrest him.
Right.
But guess what? For 3 years, they let him roll free. We've been having free reign for a lot of time now. It's going to come a time when they say, all right, time's up. It's time to unleash the dogs on them.
Yep.
But Christ did a lot of work before that. Remember John 11, he said, hey, if we leave this man us alone, everybody gonna believe on him.
Right.
Now, obviously, we in Christ. IUIC been around 20 some odd years now. But it's getting to the point where it's like, hey, they on social media, they in the streets, they in the high school, they at the bakery, they at the truck stop. Right. If we let these niggas keep going, they might run for president.
Right. Hey, Cap, you know, damn. So you said they had think tanks for Christ, right?
Yep.
So Jude 3 Project.
Right, there you go.
They had that against Christ.
There you go.
Project 2025, Christ.
Yep.
Project Esther, Christ.
Yep.
Where's the think tanks against Christianity?
There you go. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing.
So they can't be teaching the truth.
There you go. Damn, that's heavy. That's heavy. That is heavy. Ain't nobody trying to stop Christianity because it ain't true.
Nobody give a damn.
Nobody give a damn about Christianity.
Hell
no. What y'all teaching is false. Therefore, you have nobody coming against
opposition.
you.
Yep.
The government ain't coming against y'all.
Right. Hey, Cap, I watched the video. I think we watch it later in the show, but it ain't. We ain't going over that part. But I seen one of the pastors said, people leaving the church. we gotta do something about the people leaving the church.
Right.
So now they want to get into social media. It's funny. We doing both. People still coming in the body, and the social media is taking off to another level, to the fact that they have to ban what we say, like you opened up the show with.
Right.
And then what you said, officer, you said Christianity is not it. When was the last time you heard of Christians being banned from speaking?
Right. Yep.
Or preaching whatever they preach?
Right.
It's never happened.
Nope.
Christians ain't getting banned for preaching that garbage.
Yep.
Right.
It ain't happening. It's funny, man, because it's like the pastors is trying to find out how to stay relevant, but it's funny because, like, we know ain't nobody coming back to the Christian church. Like, y'all finished.
Yep.
Y'all was finished 10 years ago. Y'all just starting to see the fruits of all the leaves withering away. That already started 10 years ago.
Right.
That's a great point. Dang, great point. Give me finish that verse.
Yes, sir. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
You're not worthy of Christ if you're not willing to put your life on the line.
Right.
Figuratively and literally. That's because you got a job, you still got to go teach your people. The most I don't care about that.
Right.
You like a job, nigga? I count the hairs on your head.
Damn.
You worrying about a job?
Right.
You don't know right now. I can make you an entrepreneur right now. You make more than you ever made.
Right.
I can raise you up at your job. Your boss can know. I told y'all what happened to me a few weeks ago. I think I told y'all. Yeah. I walk in and my boss, he say, son, he say, ain't that right, Cap? I said, what? I act like I ain't hear him. What the hell?
That's a setup, bro.
Yeah, I say, hey, yeah.
That's a setup.
So these people know, but guess what? It's just like with Christ. Christ said, don't you know I got 12 legion of angels?
Right.
They can't do nothing unless the Lord allows. That's what y'all got to understand. We got to stop having that fearful spirit.
Right.
A lot of it's the brothers right now. They scared like, yeah, man, I want to come in, but man, y'all, wait, man, y'all a hate group. They got y'all on Southern Poverty Law and all. I don't know what I can. Master might find out. That's already know, Negro.
Right.
They see your search history. They see you been watching IUIC. Because guess what? Whether you believe it or not, when they come, they coming for everybody.
Yep.
They coming for, if you got any search history of IUIC or any other Israelites, they coming for all of you.
Right.
Questions.
Every last one of us. You think you're going to be able to say, no, I'm a Democrat.
Right. No, it's too late.
Nope.
Hell no.
You know what's crazy? What's that? Hey, get Psalms, I think it's 64. He's deep. About Esau. Yeah, get that real quick. Because to your point, because the particular field I work in, it'd be amazing me how they be doing all kind of craziness with the internet.
Right.
And out of nowhere, I just get an email, shut down this IP.
Yep.
And then they'll put what? Copyright infringement. They're already putting why.
Right.
Whether they going on illegal websites or whatever they doing. Dudes, them old folks over there be having jailbroken devices or whatever. They already got everything. And the only thing they don't have is probably the name, but they know how to track you because that IP goes back to your house.
Right.
Some of these people go get VPNs thinking, oh, I'm rerouting this, rerouting that. Esau be like, email, that guy right there.
Right.
I just be laughing, right? Watch this. Read that.
The book of Psalms 64 and verse 6. They search out iniquities.
What do?
They search out iniquities.
Newsflash. You are using the system that Esau set up. Right. You don't have your own internet. Right. You don't have your own computer. You don't have no nothing.
Hey, so daddy allowed you to use
it. Yes. And then you like a kid trying to hide in your room. Right. And he knows what you're doing.
Tracking everything.
Read it again.
Yes, sir. They search out iniquity.
They search out. It's called Google search. You got what? DuckGo search. All of that stuff is theirs. You are going on his platform, doing all manner of sin. He got you logged, filed, everything. Read.
They accomplish a diligent search.
They take time and build up a case against you. Because I got friends who they got themselves into stuff, and you know how Negroes do. Nah, that wasn't me.
Right.
And they just put this on the table. So what's this right here on this date at this time?
Yep.
Now what? You gonna say that's not you?
Right.
Come on, man.
Hey, they even show that in movies too. You ever seen like Eagle Eye?
Yep.
Right. And think about
that stuff is real.
Have you ever had a moment where you talking about something and then all of a sudden you look on your phone,
officer,
and it's advertisements on what you was talking about? I'm looking for a water hose.
We in the main office,
There
right?
you go, right.
We talking about it. We go back to our stations, and everybody came back and was like, "Bro, you sit on your computer?" And it's all already on the side.
That's how you know.
They got products, and you know some of them people they real paranoid. They like, I got the Alexa. I'm gonna turn off the voice. You don't hear me. I'm like, yeah,
don't
okay.
matter.
Yeah,
you think that's working?
Yeah.
Your iPhone
They tracking
just
everything
off, but it's home.
Right.
My favorite one is when we be talking about scriptures and Siri just start going off.
Yeah.
You want to do what? I'm like,
yeah, they be phoning in.
You want me to look? You want that precept?
Right.
Siri, be ready.
Read that verse again.
Yes,
Matthew?
sir.
Matthew 10.
38.
Yep. We still got more on that.
Matthew 10 and verse 38. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
Read.
He that findeth his life.
He that findeth his life, read.
Shall lose it. And he that loseth his life.
He that loseth his life, what?
For my sake.
For my sake,
shall find it.
Shall find it. A lot of y'all ain't willing to lose your life. A lot of y'all want to hold on to your identity of who you've been in the world, your job, your position, your status. Remember what Paul said. Paul said, I count it all dung.
That's right.
It said, I was a Pharisee of the Pharisees. Right. I was second to none. He said, I count that as dung so that I may win the love of Christ. That's what give me that real quick in Philippians. We got to make sure y'all understand.
That's right.
We have examples of our forefathers stepping away from the Christian church.
Right.
Being pastors, bishops, deacons in the Christian church and say counting it dung. We got examples of brothers with status, with money, with riches. Moses stepped away from the highest seat in political position.
Right.
He was damn near the vice president of Egypt.
Right.
And he said, you know what? I'm good. I don't want to be Elon Musk's son. If you can think about that, that's where he was at.
Right.
He said, I'm good. I'm going to suffer with my people.
Right.
We're going to get that next. Give me that in Philippians.
Philippians chapter 3 and verse 7. But what things were a gain to me, those I counted loss for Christ.
He said, I counted these things a loss for Christ. Read.
Right. Yea, doubtless. And I count all things but loss.
I count all things but loss. Read.
For the excellency of the knowledge of Christ Jesus, my Lord.
Read.
From whom I have suffered the loss of all things.
He said, I suffered the loss of everything following Christ.
Right.
I lost everything that I had. And I was a Pharisee of the Pharisees. I was the Hebrew of the Hebrews. He said, touching the law of Pharisee. Read.
And do count them but dung.
He do what?
And do count them but dung.
Why?
That I may win Christ.
That's why these brothers up here, we come up here and teach with no fear.
That's right.
We ain't got no mask on.
Right.
We ain't doing that. Because we count, hey, guess what? We count all that but dung that we may prove ourselves to Christ.
That's right.
Because we understand that there's an everlasting riches and kingdom for us.
Yes.
That's right.
For those that Christ sees our works as worthy.
That's right.
We understand that. You got that in Hebrews?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 24.
Praises.
By faith, Moses.
By faith. A lot of y'all ain't got no faith.
Right.
That's why you can't come into these doors. You scared. You scared. Read.
By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter.
He refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. What came with that? Status, riches, woman, opportunity. Read. Safety, security, all of that. He gave it all up.
Right.
Read.
Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God.
He chose to be with the people of God, showing you that there's a difference of people. And there are people of God and there's people that's not people of God also. Right. Read.
Then to enjoy the pleasures of sin.
Because sin feel good. Read.
For a season.
But guess what? All of this stuff that you have here in America, that you have in Great Britain, that you have in Jamaica and Trinidad, wherever you at, all of this stuff is only for a season.
Right.
It's only for a season. Every kingdom has come to an end.
Absolutely.
Every single kingdom has come to an end. When they were in Rome, it ended. When they were in Greece, it ended.
Right.
When they were in Egypt, it ended.
Right.
When they were in Syria, it ended. When they were in Babylon, it ended. Every kingdom gonna come to an end.
You ain't lying.
200. Look at America right now. America is on. It's waiting on that knockout blow right now.
Staggering.
America like this right now.
Right. On the road.
That's where it's at right now.
Trying not to take a knee.
America is waiting one more blow and it's out of there.
Right.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hey, shalom, Cap. Most high Christ.
What's going on? The closer.
Yes, sir. Shalom. Hey, I have one comment to make.
Yes, sir.
I was just listening in. Man, the Christian church is done for.
Right.
I just seen somebody I grew up with, and he goes to this church. They swear they holy baptized, fire baptized with the Holy Ghost. And this brother done went to jail. I'm like, man, but y'all swear y'all keeping the commandments. It's kind of crazy, man. So. Shalom, Most High Christ bless.
Hey, Most High Christ bless. Most High Christ bless, bro. Thank you for calling in. Yes, sir.
Hey, Cap, can I pull one real quick?
Yeah.
Can I get Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 14? Because Cap was going over the fact that why we do this. Because we have faith in the Most High God, and we come here week in, week out, all praise to the Lord, with the grace that he's granted on us to bring this out to our people. Nehemiah chapter 4 and verse 14.
Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 14. And I looked and rose up and said unto the nobles and to the rulers and to the rest of the people.
What do you say?
Be not ye afraid.
Be not ye afraid of who?
Of them.
Of them. Although we move with caution at work, there's going to be a time, as Cap brought out, that we're no longer going to be able to be on social media. LIONZ Den. Keep reading.
Remember the Lord.
Remember who?
Remember the Lord.
Remember the Lord, because what you said, officer, that it was through him that we're going to what? Operate valiantly and get the victory over our enemy.
Right.
Both northern and southern kingdom coming together in the spirit of the Lord. Keep reading.
Remember the Lord, which is great and terrible.
Which is great and terrible.
And fight for your brethren.
For who?
Fight for your brethren.
For who else?
Your sons.
For who else?
And your daughters.
For who else?
Your wives.
Keep going.
And your houses.
All praise to the Lord. That's why we come together, Israel, to fight for our family.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Go back to Hebrews 11. We got to finish that last verse on that one. We got to take all the meat off of it. Because guess what, y'all? We're going a little late today. We're going to go a little later today.
You're going to learn today.
We got a lot of stuff.
We had coffee.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Verse Hebrews 11, we was at
25.
verse 26.
26.
Read that.
Yes, sir. Hebrews 11 and verse 26. Esteeming the reproach of Christ.
He took the reproach of Christ, read.
Greater riches than the treasures in Egypt.
He understood that by leaving America, by leaving Egypt, he esteemed those pleasures, the riches of Christ. He esteemed that higher than what he had temporarily in front of him. Read.
For he had respect.
He had what?
Respect.
See, a lot of y'all don't have respect for what's awaiting for you.
Right.
When it says the mansions, everlasting life, dominion, rulership, you're going to rule over your oppressors.
Right.
A lot of y'all don't respect that. Y'all don't, because you don't have no faith.
Right.
So you mean to tell me we actually going to rule over these people?
They don't believe it.
They don't believe it. That's why you got to have faith. Read that verse all the way over again, 26.
Esteeming the reproach of Christ greater riches than the treasures in Egypt.
Read.
For he had respect unto the recompense of the reward.
He had respect to the recompense of the reward. He understood what was going to be given to him for sacrificing that life that he had. He understood what Christ said in Matthew about he that shall lose his life shall save it.
Right.
He understood that to the T. And we got many examples when you read through Hebrews 11. I forgot what a Christian church called it, but the faith heroes or whatever. It goes through all our forefathers that stood on faith.
Yeah.
So a lot of y'all need to read and meditate in that, because guess what? We ain't got to the trying times yet. We ain't even got to the tip of the iceberg about what we about. Y'all thought COINTELPRO was bad? That was before they had to understand that we the Israelites.
Right.
They was calling the white man the devil without quoting that they was Esau. Imagine if Martin Luther King and Malcolm X was saying, yeah, they Esau.
Man.
Imagine that.
They probably drop a bomb on them.
Right. Man, we got the Bible. I'm telling y'all, we ain't seen nothing yet. Go ahead, lad.
Hey, give me, yeah. I like that part. Give me Ecclesiastes 2 and verse 9. Start at verse 9, because we're talking about Christianity. The reason why they can't increase in that faith is because of that damn prosperity doctrine.
Right.
They worried about riches. They worried about wealth.
Right.
And they can't fathom that the Lord is going to give us more than what a lot of these successful pastors have on this earth today. Right. Read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 9.
Come on.
So I was great and increased more than all that were before me.
That's what we was reading in the Hebrews. He increased more. Solomon was the wisest, the richest. Solomon had everything. Read.
More than all that were before me in Jerusalem.
Nobody had more than Solomon. Come on.
Also, my wisdom remained with me.
Come on.
And whatsoever mine eyes desired,
everything that he wanted. Read.
I kept not from them.
Come on.
I withheld not my heart from any joy.
Read.
For my heart rejoiced in all my labor.
Give me 11.
Verse 11. Then I looked on all the works that my hands had wrought.
So all the things that Solomon had, for you Christians, all the money, all the wealth, all the power that you have, the status in this society, he looked at everything and said, what? Read.
And on the labor that I had labored to do.
Read.
And behold, all was vanity.
All was what?
Vanity.
Solomon said, that don't mean nothing.
Right.
Because when you read the scriptures, we got the whole earth.
Right.
We taking over everything. So whatever you think that Esau got right now, no, they gonna come and bring all of the riches to us. Everything that stole from us, they bringing that thing back. Read.
All was vanity and vexation of spirit.
It's vexation of the spirit. Those things, the cares of the world, those things, you will lose the kingdom for worried about those things. That's why you want to cover up your face. That's why you don't want your boss to know that you out here prophesying about the destruction of Babylon, because you want that check at the end of the week. Right. We don't give a damn about that because we know we getting it all. Right. And the white man face ain't going to be on our money.
Right. You're gonna learn
That's right.
Hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to be right back. Quick commercial break, then we're going to be right back. Get that music video. Y'all stay tuned. We coming right back after this music video.
Sarge, are you seeing this?
Johnny, get away from the window!
Yeah, let's go. Mr. Oppenheimer, don't set this whole place on fire. Whoa, 1 for 4 like lions coming through to burn these fires. Whoa, we ain't getting tired, doing all our Lord desires. Whoa, got that burning fire, guess that you can call him Mr. Oppenheimer, don't set this whole place on fire. Whoa, 1 for 4 like lions coming through to burn these fires. Whoa, we ain't getting tired, doing all our Lord desires. Whoa, got that burning fire, guess that you can call him Mr.
Oppenheimer, my job, I don't know what the time is. Christ gon' chime in. 1 hour, you know he on timing. 1 mile, we on the cord. Weapon pride, he come for the fold. Speak with a fire, I teach for the Lord. Cry loud, I speak from the cold. That's my plans, I'm getting a note. He on bad time, give me no choice. Speak with authority, tell by the voice. Spend now, he came to the store. 60 minutes, go back to the ops. Gonna boom him, pass me the. In the night, he ain't gonna know. Only cheery, watch them drop.
Like what? He be a op. Script coming, y'all all gon' drop. Finna be jumper who would on the lot. Come and go, ain't did it like how.
Look, don't opt out. With this purple and gold, I'ma pop out.
stay in the spirit, won't drop out, snakes all around, so you better watch out. Like what? You be the chosen. Gotta get rid of those that be posing. Bomb chop, yo, opposite of frozen. Hold up, I'ma let Micah go in. I ain't dissing no ops, but they dead like. Let them later go fresh like a friend like. God taking people in darkness and breaking it out like a demon. Like,
Mr. Oppenheimer, gon' come through burning empires. Whoa, 144 like lions, gon' come through burning these lions. It's that firm fire, got the screws swinging like a Massacre. On ships, rocking slave tie, now son of children and his blood required. Amalek, gon' get it. I do me up, it's finished. Straight to the grave, the ancient of days, the prophecies is finished. And you cannot run, you'll be overcome when he come flying in the distance. And we in the chariots, watch you burn, this is the Lord's holy visit. Destroyer, creator, he coming down with the waster. Big body more than 8 foot, deep in the nightly the day shift. We take him back with data. He coming down with that wormwood. Eat him, I do me an amulet. We better make him our footstool. I'm a bear, better get that. 83, that's what it lists at. Isaiah 54 and 16, Mr. Oppenheimer finna bring that. He coming down with that fire. Fervent heat, can't forget that. Now the day storm from the far east gon' come down, you can't miss that. Oppenheimer, like 60 minutes on the timer. We turn into hunters and find you. Like, about the rhinos and the lions. They about to war for Zion. Like, wolves when we get the biting. We be the kings and priests, we ain't by the legion. It's reunited.
Mr. Oppenheimer, don't set this whole place on fire. Whoa, 144 like lions coming through to burn these fires. Whoa, we ain't getting tired, doing all our Lord desires. Whoa, got that burning fire. Guess that you can call him Mr. Oppenheimer. Don't set this whole place on fire. Whoa, 144 like lions coming through to burn these fires. Whoa, we ain't getting tired, doing all our Lord desires. Whoa, got that burning fire. Guess that you can call him Mr.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, yeah. And I'm feeling good.
So, we had to take a quick commercial break. We back though. We back. In the building. Hey, y'all, guess what, y'all? We ain't even started the show yet. Well, I take that back. We did start the show.
You're gonna learn today.
So go back to the video. And yep, press play on that.
Do support the security group. Some, like business owner Eric Ruffin, say they wish the group wasn't needed.
Pause.
We don't want to be.
So now you got the Negro that want to believe he's an American. You always got both sides of the table. You got the brothers and sisters amongst us that understand a problem.
Right.
So they gonna create a solution. They gonna meet you where you at. It's like, hey, look, they hate us. We don't want to do this, but we gonna do it.
Right.
Let's hear this Negro right here.
Become what we hate. You know, we don't want to become a group of people that walk around feeling like we have a reason in America to have to protect ourselves.
Pause!
Wait a minute.
Pause!
You gotta be kidding.
We don't want to be awake.
This man, this is.
Go back.
I like being asleep.
He's Patrick.
Press play.
This
man. Listen.
Walk around feeling like we have a reason in America to have to protect ourselves.
Pause. This is a prime example of you Negroes out here, you apologetics,
right?
You black urban apologists that think this is your homeland.
Right.
We don't want to think that we have to protect ourselves in America. Negro, did you forget how you got to America?
Right.
You got here on slave ships. And your forefathers and foremothers was raped and robbed and murdered and discriminated against to this very day. loose. Give me Micah 2 and 10.
Bring it
A
out.
lot of y'all don't know where y'all at, man. Y'all asleep. Y'all are asleep. The same people you want to hold hands with in that church is the same person that put a stake in front of your church and burned it on fire. It's the same people that bombed the church in the 1960s.
Right.
The same people that sent dogs and cats after you with water hoses. When you tried to walk a bridge so you can hold hands with them.
It's crazy.
Did you forget about that? The same people that when you want to go to their schools, they called the National Guard.
Right.
Don't let them niggas in my school. And that's your owner of your NFL team, Jerry Jones, was right there. So don't tell me that was so long ago. Jerry Jones was there.
Right.
Hey, Cap, the same people who pulled a gun on a 3-year-old just last week.
There you go. Damn. Y'all sleep. Read that. Micah 2 and 10.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart.
The Bible says, arise ye and depart. Read.
For this is not your rest.
For what?
This is not your rest.
America is not your rest. This man, sadly enough, he think that America the promised land. He think that this is the land of his forefathers and foremothers. No, you are sadly mistaken. You were placed here for punishment. You were placed here for solitary confinement.
Right.
That is why you are here. For you to remember, wake up and be like, damn, why we being oppressed so bad?
Right.
And then you're supposed to bethink yourself and remember. You say, you know what? You know why? Because we ain't supposed to be here.
Right.
That's why it's so bad here.
Right.
Read, go back. Y'all got to hear this again.
Crazy. That makes me so mad.
Play it again. Go ahead.
We hate. You know, we don't want to become a group of people that walk around feeling like we have a reason in America to have to protect ourselves.
And this community
Stand up.
Stand up.
is not backing down.
And they miss it.
We contacted the mayor of Evendale's office, and they say that prosecutors are looking at body camera footage of the neo-Nazi rally to see if any criminal charges could be filed. But meantime, the Hamilton County Sheriff is also calling on state lawmakers to pass legislation making it a crime to wear a mask with the purpose of intimidation while open carrying, guys.
So you see that?
Yeah, you can't slide by that either.
Yep. So now give me that. They make a law. Isaiah 10. Isaiah 10 and 1. So now they want to come out with a law.
Right.
Because black people got hip to the game. They're like, we gonna wear masks too. Now they saying, yeah, we gonna outlaw that mask stuff if you got guns, because the KKK, they don't usually have weapons.
Right.
So they still gonna be good, so to speak, even though they got everything underneath them doggone capes.
Right.
But they say, yeah, we got to outlaw these Negroes. Is now they trying to use our tactics against us. We're going to make that unlawful. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them.
Woe unto them.
That decree unrighteous decrees.
That's an unrighteous decree. These men and women are doing this for a reason, because they understand the game.
Right.
They say, we know if we show our face, they're going to fire us from our job, and now we're going to be homeless. Now I can't take care of the family that I'm just trying to protect. I shouldn't even have to be doing this, but y'all ain't going to do it. So now they try to step up and do something, and now they getting hit both ways. That's the unrighteous decrees of America. Read it again.
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Right, they write grievousness which they have prescribed. That's why if you try to use this legal system, you know, you always got the Negro that want to be a politician.
Right, right.
You know, you got that uncle that couldn't pass the bar but know every law, and he know the Constitution, but he can't pass that bar. Shout out to Officer what's his name? Mackay. Yeah, shout out to Officer Mackay. All praise. You gonna pass it one day, my brother. But you always got these Constitution Negroes,
right,
that know everything, but now you don't understand the Constitution ain't written for you. Damn. It ain't written for you.
Damn. You know what the bad part about it too is? Wow. That's the same dude they trying to protect.
There you go.
That's the same dude when it hit the fan, they're gonna put their life on the line.
Right.
Rather than, like we was talking about a while ago, this remind me of Colin Kaepernick. Yo, you can take the call real quick and I'll make the point.
Hey, take the call, IT. Shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from? Caller.
All righty then.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said it reminded me of Colin Kaepernick because He stood up for his people, right?
Right.
Who supported him?
Nike.
Damn. Amongst the black community.
Right, nobody.
Nobody actually supported him.
Yep.
That's why he took an L financially, but yeah, he ended up getting back, somewhat on his feet. But think about anytime our people get Psalms 94 and verse 20, all praises, cap in the spirit.
Book of Psalms,
request.
chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?
By what?
Which frameth mischief by a law.
They taken a law to use against our people. Meanwhile, they was already covering their faces when they was persecuting us.
Right.
We're not even doing it to promote hate. We're doing it just to defend ourselves and our family.
Right.
But now they want to make a law to make it illegal to protect your identity when you're protecting your family. Shout out to Cat Mirella. All praise to the Most High.
Yep.
Hey, you finished with Isaiah 10?
I am, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Go back and read verse 6. Yeah, because this all praises.
Hey, take the call, IT.
Something wrong.
Shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hey, Shalom. Most High in Christ bless. This is Brother Saraya calling from upstate New York.
Upstate New York. What it do, Brother Sarah?
All right. I just wanted to mention, with them changing the laws because of the mask, that's happened before. You remember back to the Black Panthers in the 70s when they were carrying, rifles and shotguns, and they was, standing in front of state buildings,
right,
openly. They immediately changed the laws in California and other places, so we couldn't carry guns like that.
Damn, that's crazy. Now I didn't know that. All praises. You learn something new every day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what you're saying is Esau got a track record of this.
Oh yes, most definitely.
Yep. All
Anytime
praise.
it's going to work against him,
right,
he's going to change it to be better for him.
Right. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. All praise. Well, thank you for calling in, bro.
Read that. 10 and 6.
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 6. I will send him against an hypocritical nation.
Oh, what?
A hypocritical nation.
That's the hypocritical nation. Now you framing mischief by law.
Right.
Now, y'all done did whatever y'all wanted to do, did whatever dirt y'all want to do, but when Israel come and try to do the same thing, now y'all want to change the law. I just want to add a little,
Yep. Read the verse again. I ain't even hear.
Yes, sir.
10 and 6.
I will send him against an hypocritical nation.
Right. There you go.
Hey, can we get Deuteronomy 28, verse 20? Because what we're seeing is the effects of the curses. Because, like you said, it was all fine and dandy when the Ku Klux Klan ran out there with their face covered.
Yep.
When these other groups, these hate groups, real hate groups, when they go out there, they passing out their literature, their flyers and stuff like that. It's all good and dandy.
Yep.
But as soon as we do it, it's a problem, all right? And we doing it for the benefit of protecting our own families. That's the hypocritical nation he was talking about. Read that.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 20.
Yep, we're going to show you the difference between the true children of God and the other nations. Read that.
The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke in all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do.
Right, whatever you attempt to do, meaning what? They had the purpose of them going out there carrying was to protect their own families, right? To protect their community. But guess what? When they put on the mask, the white man said, you know what? No, sir. We going to put laws in place to prevent you from covering your face now. Why? Because it looks like it's a terrorist act, right? But the Lord is saying he's going to put forth rebuke in all that thou doest. Meaning what? The Lord is going to make us feel the heat. Right. No matter what you do, you're going to feel the heat. And I'm going to show you that the reason why these things is happening is because you broke my commandments. All right? We got to wake up as a people. That's the only solution, man.
There you go. Press play.
Let me ask you, one of the people you interviewed there, a young man, said he's never felt safer in his community than he does now.
Notice, you see how Esau the one that picked it up.
Right.
Esau said, the black man says he feels safe
right.
with guns in his hand. How do we feel about that? Go ahead.
Now, so this could have an impact nationwide.
Paul, you see that? You see, that's how Esau sees. Esau thinks deeply. He said, hold on. This black man said he feels safe. How are we going to let this go out to other neighborhoods and other communities?
Right.
And now they might start trying to do that. I'm telling you, they are worried about us. They think about us day and night. Hey, IT, go find the clip of Cat Williams, where he said, if we didn't mean nothing, why do they spend all their time worrying about us?
I just watched that.
Have somebody find that while we still going. Whenever you find it, just let me know. But have somebody back there look and find that. Because he said, he going to say a word called contagion. He said, aren't you worried about the contagion factor of this? Press play. Watch.
There is a contagion factor.
You see that?
Safety. People always seek it. What did the mayor or anybody that you spoke to think about the contagion factor?
Pause. He said they felt safe. Other people may want to feel safe, which also lets you know that he know black people don't feel safe here in America.
Right.
He said we don't want our slaves feeling safe here. They need to know who's in power and that we're oppressing them. Y'all ain't seeing this conversation the way you're supposed. You got to put your spiritual eyes on.
Right.
Give me that in Deuteronomy 28:65.
Break it out.
This is what he's saying. He's saying if they feel safe with guns, the rest of them Negroes might feel safe with guns.
Cap, he's calling us feeling safe a plague.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what the contagion is, right?
Damn. Yes.
There you go. There you go. He said other Negroes might do this. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 65. And among these nations. America, read. Shalt thou find no ease.
Shall what?
Shalt thou find no ease.
God said it was a curse for us to find no ease. And the white man understand that. He knows we're in a cursed situation. He knows that the black man is the only man that will set up and live inside of his Auschwitz and call it home. The Jewish man ain't sitting up in Auschwitz setting up and chilling.
Right.
He got the hell up out. He said, man, get me the hell out of here. This is a Holocaust.
Right.
But meanwhile, we call slavery, the transatlantic slave trade, the Holocaust. Right. Well, why the hell are we still here? Right. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
Cap, I have to call back again because there is a point I have to make.
Yes, sir.
When you guys are talking right now in this situation. We have a major problem in our community right now. I'm referring to Haiti, but regarding IUIC Haiti, we have a major situation. I tried to email leadership since a year, but I never got any answer. There is a guy. You see how these people try to protect our the community in Ohio. Those people, most of them, they are not criminals, and most of them, I'm pretty sure they don't have any background, like any felony, and they're doing a clean work. They try to protect their community, but there's one in Haiti. They call barbecue. I tried to talk to leadership since a year. I emailed Deacon Malachi, Bishop. I say stop showing barbecue on our community, on our pages, because barbecue is a gangster. My family victim, he's a victim of barbecue. These men, he's not doing anything for the community back in Haiti. He's a liar. He's a manipulator. I have a record home barbecue. I need IUIC Haiti. They have to make a deep research about these men. Do not sell the photo of barbecue as a protector, as someone who stands for the community. No, he's being paid by the same bourgeoisie. This guy being paid by the same bourgeoisie, and then he's not protect the community. He's a liar. Be careful, and leadership have to make a deep research by selling the image of barbecue on our platform.
Right. So the barbecue situation, there's always two sides to every story. That's all I'll say. We want to make sure that we just trying to hit a brother out. So, but I'll deal with that later. I ain't too versed in that, so we'll deal with that. But reach out. I know Levi is dealing heavy. I know we can't even get over there right now because everything that's going on. But you know what side we stand on. We stand on God's side. So understand that. We stand on God's side, and that's always going to be the case. So, let's go to the next call. Thank you. All right. What was we going at? We was going into the white man. Yes, Cat Williams. Because the man asked about contagion.
Right.
He said, this is, aren't we worried about the contagion factor?
Right.
The contagion factor.
Spreading.
Watch this. This it?
I can't see it, but yeah, him and Willie D.
Yeah. Do you got the timestamp of where it's at? Didn't you send it to him?
Yeah, I did. Just press play.
How long is this?
5 minutes. What you? Nah, I want to see a smoke.
We don't know the timestamp.
Scroll through it. I ain't get a chance to listen. Scroll through it, but this is a video.
Thing that you couldn't take. This a part of their modus operandi is to find out which one of you niggas is a potential leader. And if you are, then we begin a work of progress on your life, which will make people get off of that.
Fast forward. But he on the point.
Farrakhan is a polarizing.
Fast forward. Fast forward. Fast forward. All right.
Yeah. Which is why I believe that they should stop trying to make it. I really do believe that, it's each one, reach one, teach one, but the leadership is in yourself. Like all of us are
Fast forward again.
Well,
come on, bro.
Being the leader of yourself gets you nothing. The people demand to be led regardless. There's not 13 shepherds and all these sheep. Why? Because it's unnecessary. Just one. Just one that has the connection.
Right, I sent you the link. I sent you the link. Post that. I sent you the link. Good job, Lahad. Good job. We appreciate you for trying, big dog.
They gotta listen. Y'all gotta listen to it, man. I seen y'all.
Hey, Cap.
I can't listen to it on the show.
Definition of contagion.
Hold on, IT. Go ahead.
It says the spreading of a harmful idea or practice.
Woo!
So it goes to show you that they all got that same mindset as J. Edgar Hoover.
Right,
when he was saying, when they see that, they see black unity.
Right.
Like, we can't let these Negroes come together because guess what? That could be the downfall of us. Just this one little act could spread and it could be harmful to what we try to set up.
There you go. Go ahead. Read that. Play that video.
Probably at wonder, why do white people pay so much attention to black people?
Pause. Why do white people pay so much attention to black people? If we less than, if we dumber than them, if we ain't smarter than them, if we ain't more athletic than them, why y'all pay so much attention to us? Go ahead.
If they don't like them. You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it? I don't pay attention to things I don't like.
Right. What's the answer?
The answer is the liar knows what lie he told.
Pause.
Damn.
The liar knows what lie he told.
Right.
It's just like, all of us don't told a lie. You looking, you like, damn, is they going to find out? Is they going to find out? Yeah, I didn't put it over there. I put it over here.
Right.
Damn. Is the kids going to like you play hide and seek. Yeah. You tell them, nah, I put it over here. But you really put it over there. You looking. That's what this white man been doing for hundreds of years. I told him Jesus was white.
Right.
But now he keep proving him that he's black. Damn. Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still going to be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer. Black people have lost their identity.
Black people have lost their identity. Y'all think Cat Williams don't know he an Israelite? He know.
He know.
He got to know he an Israelite. Come on. Go ahead.
Oppressors have not lost our identity. You probably
That's heavy statement.
Right.
Black people have lost their identity, but the oppressors have not.
Right.
That is heavy. Give me Jeremiah 17:4 real quick.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
God says that we were going to discontinue from our heritage. Read.
That I gave thee.
That's what Cat Williams just told you. That's what he just told you. He said, you were going to discontinue, but guess what? They didn't. They didn't forget. How we know they didn't forget? Revelation 12:15. How do we know that the oppressors didn't forget? There's something that they're doing to this day to make sure we never understand who we are. And that's why they look at us so closely.
Right.
They monitor everything that we do. That's why they got COINTELPRO.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they got
think tanks.
SPLC,
APAC. That's why they got black identity extremists.
Right.
This is why. You got it?
Yes, sir. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth.
The serpent is the white man in his race. Read.
Water as a flood.
He cast out water as a flood. That's his media. That's his politics. That's his movies. That's his music.
Right.
That's his government.
Right.
All of that. His sports, his entertainment. Read.
After the woman.
Hold on. Who did he cast it at?
After the woman.
He cast all that at you so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. That's why they pay very close attention to us. They ain't worrying about the other people.
Right.
They're like, why is it whatever these Negroes do, everybody follows it?
Yep.
Damn. Whatever we do. Read.
That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. They want us to continue to follow the lies that they fed to us. Because if we ever wake up one day to the truth, it's going to be a problem.
Yep.
Whoa, what they say? What they say? What they say? Somebody, we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem.
Yep.
Houston, we got a problem. These Negroes don't figure it out. They don't crack the code. They realize Jesus ain't white.
Right.
They found their true identity. It's over with. Our kingdom is come. Give me that in what that is. Give me that in Matthew, where it says, "Have thou come to persecute us before the time?" Find that. Where's that at? Where's that at? Help me out, Yahaziel. You study. What we got? Let's find that. We got to get that real quick. Has thou come to persecute us before the time? Let me see. I know where it's at in my Bible. I'm going to try to find it. Let me see.
Damn, I thought it was Matthew 9.
Here we go.
New Bible.
Let's get it. So while we getting that, y'all got to pay attention closely.
Matthew 8.
Matthew 8.
8.
Yep, 8 and 29.
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Matthew chapter 8 and verse 29. And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Jesus?
These are evil spirits. They said, what have you to do with thee, Jesus?
Thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us?
Art thou come hither to torment us? What?
Before the time?
Before what?
Before the time?
Before the time. They understand they only have a certain amount of time before Christ rules the earth. And guess what? The white man knows he only got a certain amount of time before what? Jacob grabbed that hill.
Right.
And we have rulership and dominion. They understand that. They understand that. So take that off. Go back to the interview. Go back to the interview. Some more stuff in there. This is the first video,
Damn,
y'all.
you know what that got me thinking about?
Yeah.
You remember that clip? I think it's from a movie. The Edomite is like some kind of, I don't know, counsel, whatever.
Right.
And the black guy said that the white man, he's the virus. He said the only thing that could take you out is if another virus contagion come and cancel you out.
Yep.
This brother, that's the same spirit that's displaying in this this Edomite over here saying, if safety in the black people could spread like contagion, what's going to happen to us?
Yep. Dang. There you go. Go ahead, Priscilla.
Joe Morton scene.
Don't want to speak for him, but after my conversation with him, I feel like I could confidently say he would say the contagion factor has already happened. Because when I asked,
they said the contagion factor has already happened.
It's too late.
It's too late. Go ahead.
Praises.
Asked, is this a reaction to a local moment or a national movement? And he said, look at January 6th. He said, you already have people felt emboldened to come here locally because of what they saw nationally.
Right.
If you can hang from the building of the hallowed halls of the Capitol and then be pardoned, not be prosecuted, why don't you think you can come to a small village of African Americans, only 3,000 people?
Morgan, does the group have any real authority?
Hey, that's a cut.
She flipped it on her.
Is she black?
Yeah, no, I think she know the kingdom.
Hey,
but hey, that was an excellent answer. She flipped it. he was talking about black people.
Right.
He said, no, what about these white folks that came to the city? That's the contagion. That's the virus, like you were saying.
Right.
That is the real virus.
But it's a good point, though. If they could do that to the U.S. Capitol building,
there you go.
the hell they going to do to the little black community?
There you go.
Look at his facial expression.
You know what's crazy? She got facts.
Hey.
Rosewood, Oklahoma City, Philadelphia, they've done it already.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Hey,
We're finna get it.
show his face, though. Just show his face
Right,
real
he got
quick.
cut. Look at him.
Hey, show his face.
Pull it up on the screen.
Show his face. Show his face. Show.
What's that mean?
Look, he looking at the producer like, hey, get it. Commercial break.
Yeah, get out of here.
Hey, he mad as hell right now.
That white woman's slow. She ain't get it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, press play.
But as long as they stay within the confines of the law, they should be okay.
He done.
It's a great question. You know, I asked that basically, are you stopping cars when they come in because you think someone looks suspicious? Is that, you know, profiling in its own sort of way? And they said, no. We are patently aware of what our rights are and what our limitations are. They said, we're not officers. What we do is we are trying to cooperate with the police department. So if we see suspicious activity, because remember the KKK came back with flyers just after this rally. So they're saying this is more of a defensive posture to deter people from entering our community and showing them by virtue of our masks, by virtue of our guns, that you can't come here and we're not going to take this punchline down.
All right.
They said she ain't reading from the teleprompter. They was like, damn.
You know what this shows us, though? We are not citizens of this country. We are not. Because she's telling you that, look, they're trying to work with the law enforcement by applying amendment rights that's supposed to be given to Americans. That white man is looking at it like, you a nigga. You not no American. It's a contagion. It's a problem.
There you go. There you go. 100% correct. Now, dealing with the weapons and all that, like I said, we see in this incident, they doing it out of the defensive posture. They understand they ain't gonna have no help. So we get the mindset behind it. But what we want to show y'all is this is not the solution to the problem. That is not the solution to the deeper issue. The deeper issue, which was portrayed by the other black guy, is that y'all think that this is your rest. Y'all think that America is a place where you can find a solution and you can finally live peacefully in America and you can have your families, you can have your communities and live happily ever after. All we needed was our own police and now we got it. Nah, it ain't that easy. So we're going to show y'all another example of our brothers when they had weapons and what did it say? Is that it?
Yes, sir. That's the coalition.
In FAC? Okay, good. So a few years back, if y'all remember, when we started doing our blitzing at a higher level, there was another group, and they rose to notoriety bigger and faster than us. We was like, hold on. So we got thousands of brothers. Y'all ain't going to interview us. Y'all ain't going to bring the bishop on none of this. But y'all so enamored with these guns and weapons. Go ahead, press play.
To be honest, I don't really know where I'm going, but I've been instructed to follow this convoy to an undisclosed location to meet up with an armed black militia. And I'd imagine they don't want people to know where they are because there's a bunch of black folks with guns in the middle of Kentucky.
Lord, I never thought I'd see this day. Now y'all got a chapter. That's what I'm talking about.
Grandmaster Jay is the commander of the NFAC, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. Yep, it's the largest armed black militia in the country. Today he's meeting.
So there was a few years back, there was an armed black militia. And a lot of black people was all excited. And they was like, okay, we can get behind this. They received praise from everybody and hoorahs and everything else. Like we tell y'all all the time. Zechariah 4:6 real quick. Zechariah 4:6 real quick. We are not affiliated with any of the group, and we do not advocate violence. We don't march with guns and all that because our weapon is the Bible. Because, like we always say, you got a black militia. You in war. It's year 3 of the war, like in Ukraine. Year 3 of the war, you run out of bullets. Who you gonna ask bullets for?
You gonna come to Trump like Ukraine?
You gonna go against your oppressor and get more bullets? No, Negro. You can't have no black militia in a land that's not yours. Go ahead, read that.
Zechariah chapter 4 and verse 6. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel, saying, Not by might,
not by might,
nor by power, But by my spirit.
By what?
By my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts.
So we are going to get out of this situation by the spirit and power of the Most High God.
Right.
Not by weapons formed by man. That's what y'all got to understand. And that's what this group was trying to do. They were trying to get freedom with weapons. Go ahead, press play.
New members to see if their shooting meets his standards.
Don't come out here and try to qualify with a weapon that you're not comfortable with.
A lot of gunfire is about to go off, so I'm gonna find a safe place so I won't get shot.
Bring the boat forward. Range is hot, commence the fire.
When folks look at the NFAC, they see black folks with guns.
They've been socialized to think that when I see a black man with a weapon, then it instantly must be negative. But when I see a white person with a weapon, they must be doing something patriotic. If all you see is black men with guns, then I'm not the one with the visual problem. You are. The defense of the black race does not mean attacking someone. It means just that, defending against attacks. It's not the NFAC that has a record of violence. It is the long historical record of violence being exacted against black people.
Pause.
Grab your weapon.
Now what the brother, he's saying some good stuff. He's saying some good stuff. But notice, he ain't got no spirit.
Right.
Ain't nothing scriptural about what he's saying. It's just black people. None of it is scriptural, and that's what the problem is. And you'll see where it led to. Go ahead.
Get on this line.
I think all hell is about to break loose.
Grab your weapons. I give you all a chance to demonstrate the full firepower of your chapter in the event that somebody is stupid enough to point a weapon at you. If that happens, you have the right to use everything that you have. NFAC, open fire.
So this was a few years back. I think it was 2020. They came on the scene, and it was pretty big. Now go to the next video.
Leader sentenced to a year in prison for pointing a rifle at police officers during protests over Breonna Taylor's death. John Johnson, who goes by Grandmaster J, entered an Alford plea just a short time ago in Jefferson Circuit Court. That means he maintains his innocence, but acknowledges that prosecutors had enough evidence for a conviction. Johnson is already serving just over 7 years in prison after he was found guilty on federal charges for the same crime. Happened in 2020 during protests at Jefferson Square Park in downtown Louisville. The one-year sentence will be served at the same time.
So, give me Acts 5.
Yep.
Wow. And hey, we pray the brother get his mind right. He coming to these scriptures and understand, because obviously he has some leadership qualities. Right. He love his people, I would assume. Or maybe he was a plant. I thought he was an industry plant because he came out of nowhere. Yeah. Like, hold on. I never heard of this guy. And the next week, he got an army of 1,000 brothers. Right. Yeah, and they all, where did this come from? It don't happen like that. Bishop been laboring 30-some-odd years to get to where he at. With the scriptures, with the spirit of the Most High. But somehow this brother is able to amass an army.
Overnight.
Things that make you go, yeah. Go ahead. He probably chilling in the penthouse right now. That's all we know.
Which verse got?
Acts 5. I want this.
Thing they have got 38. 538.
Yes, sir. And now.
No. Start at verse 35.
Yes, sir. Verse 35. Acts chapter 5 and verse 35. And said unto them, Ye men of Israel, take heed to yourselves what ye intend to do as touching these men.
Right. They were coming against. They said, take heed as touching these men. Read.
For before these days rose up through this, boasting.
In the days you had somebody raising up through this. Read.
Boasting himself to be somebody.
That's Jam Master J. Read.
To whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves.
That's the NFAC. Read.
Who was slain. And all, as many as obeyed him, were scattered.
They were scattered. The leader going, wait, y'all seen the NFAC? I ain't seen them yet. I looked them up today. I can't find them.
Right.
And so the saying is still true. Scatter the shepherd,
and the sheep
will flee. They took away the leader. He had nothing else left. That's why this movement that IUIC is doing is different.
Right.
What the Spirit of the Lord put on Christ, which put on the bishops, is different than anything else.
That's right.
Because we got leadership on top of leadership on top of leadership on top of leadership. Go ahead.
Yeah. As many as obeyed him were scattered and brought to naught.
It was what?
Scattered and brought to naught.
When the NFAC, did you see the NFAC when what's the sister that got shot? Sonya Massey?
Yep. Nope.
Did you see him?
Nope.
Rasheen Carter?
Nope.
No,
sir.
We ain't seen you. Where y'all been at?
Right.
But that's why the Bible says, hey, leave them alone. If this thing be of the Lord, it'll come to naught.
Right.
That's why y'all apologetics and all y'all keep coming against us.
Right.
Watch what the God says. Keep reading.
Yes, sir. After this man rose up Judas of Galilee.
Other person rose up. Read.
In the days of the taxing. And drew away much people after him.
Read.
He also perished.
So, you got other camps and other leaders coming up.
Yep.
I ain't gonna say no names. Trying to take the people.
Right.
Read.
And all, even as many as obeyed him.
Many obeyed him.
Were dispersed.
They were dispersed as well.
Right.
Read.
And now I say unto you.
And now I say unto you haters, you apologetics, you black Hebrew Israelites. Read.
Refrain from these men.
What the Bible say do?
Refrain from these men.
Refrain from us. I'm telling you, leave us alone. Leave us alone. Because we teach Christ in the commandments. Read.
And let them alone.
And do what?
And let them alone.
Why?
For if this counsel of this work be of men, it will come to naught.
It'll come to naught. It will come to naught if it's of man.
Right.
Read. But if it ain't.
But if it be of God.
But if it be of God.
Ye cannot overthrow it. Lest happily ye be found even to fight against God.
That's what we keep telling y'all.
Right.
Y'all not fighting against us.
Right.
Y'all not fighting against. Y'all fighting against God.
Right.
Because we keeping the commandments in the faith of Christ. That's what we stand on.
That's right.
This ain't a man-made religion. We didn't make up that we the Israelites.
Right.
I didn't make up that I went taking on slave ships.
Right.
I didn't make up that his skin was as the color of brass,
Right.
burned in a furnace. I didn't make it up. I didn't make it up that Acts 5:31 say that he came and died for Israel.
Right.
I didn't make up Matthew 15:24 that he was not sent but unto the lost sheep.
Right.
I didn't make that up.
Right. All praise.
Y'all fighting against God.
That's right.
That's right.
So understand, put your boxing gloves up and put your white gloves on and start clapping. That's what y'all need to start doing. Because you're fighting against God.
Right.
This movement ain't going nowhere.
Right.
We ain't going nowhere.
Hey, Cap, let me land back off you real quick.
bring it up.
Go to Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31.
Bring it out.
Because if you notice, even the title that he gave himself, Grand Master, where did he get that from?
Right.
Esau and the Ku Klux Klan.
Bam.
They're literally trying to be a mirror image of it in the opposite form.
Right.
Like, and look at the spirit behind it. Esau's spirit is what? The sword.
Right.
They picked up the sword.
Right.
They trying to fight fire with fire, right? Listen to what God said. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31.
Get out.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
God said, do not envy them. Black people envy that because they realize the white man conquered with the sword, with weaponry. We ain't got no nuclear weapons.
Right.
We don't got no navies.
Drones.
We don't got we don't got none of that.
Right.
Read.
And choose none of his ways.
And he said, choose none of his ways.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hey, I'm calling from North Carolina, Greensboro.
Greensboro. What's going on?
Hey, I'm listening to the show, brother.
Yes, sir.
And I'm listening to what y'all talking about. Captain. I'm sorry, Captain.
Yes, sir.
I'm Brother Job from Gastonia.
Okay, what's going on, Brother Job?
I heard y'all talking about Master J.
Yes, sir.
And ain't Master J the same one that was with DMX? I mean, is it DMX?
Run DMC?
Not DMX. And he died in a drug. They made up a lie on him with drug trafficking.
No, that ain't the same guy. You talking about Funkmaster Flex?
Yeah. He was a DJ.
Right. Nah, he just took the name. Nah, he just took the name.
He took the name?
Yeah, he just took the same name.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry,
Nah,
Captain.
you good. You good.
He's about to go in.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm not, I was hot on that one.
All
but
praise.
Most High in Christ bless, man. I'm loving the show.
All
Thank
praise.
y'all so much.
Hey, all praise to the Most High. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, send a shout out to Gastonia for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Gastonia Bishop and the captains. All praises. North Carolina in the building.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Hey, Cap.
Yep.
Brother,
remember, history repeats itself. Remember 70 AD, right? Remember you had the Zealots, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were an armed group,
There you
right?
go.
That tried to fight back against Roman rule as well. But go to Luke chapter 21, verse 24.
Yep.
Let's see what happened. Because remember, Bishop not too long ago went over the history with Flavius Josephus.
Right.
He was a general.
Yep.
And what happened to him? He got taken over, right? And then what? He was taken as a captive, right? Now let's see what the scriptures say. Because remember, I think Peter, he was a zealot as well, but he repented and he started following Christ. So he escaped what happened to some of our brothers that tried to fight back.
Luke chapter 21 and verse 24.
Actually, read 21st and then 24.
Verse 20.
Right.
And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies.
Right. So this was a warning by Christ. And that's why we say we got to do what the Bible says. We already know what's going to happen in the future. Right. We understand that we cannot fight back. It's not by our might. We got to do what the Lord says. Right? Read on.
Then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Just like in these last days. We know that there's destruction coming. We know a lot of our people going to get persecuted. Some of us may have to die. We understand that, right? Read on. Go to 24.
24.
Right.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
Right. So Christ told us, if you was in the land, get out of the land. Don't come back to the land. If they follow instructions, guess what? They would have escaped that judgment that came about. But those that intended to fight back, he says that they will fall by the edge of the sword. Right. Why? Because the white man was given the power, the blessing of the sword.
Right.
We can't fight back against that thing. All right. That's it.
All praises. All praises. So we just getting started on the show, y'all.
Right.
Hey, share the link, share the link, share the link, y'all. We got to get some more viewers. We finna get in. It's about to get heavy in here. It's about to get heavy. So we see the example of our brothers being oppressed up there in Ohio. We showed you how our brothers handle it in recent time with the military, trying to do it through the military might.
Right.
And we showed y'all what happened. Thrown in jail immediately. You can't use this man politics in his ways to solve things.
Right.
What it say? I'm trying to think. But anyway, I'm gonna get.
What do you think about the quote?
Not a quote.
Oh,
it's a scripture. But anyway, it's gonna come to me. We're gonna go now. We're gonna go and we're gonna show you why our people have finally woken up and realized that we need the military. But the military might is not gonna be by our might, like we brought out earlier.
Right.
It's got to come through Christ and His military. Because you can't have a military inside of a military.
Yep.
You can't have that.
Right.
That's like when Christ was under Roman when the Romans was ruling.
Right.
Israel ain't had no military. They ain't had no army.
Right.
But He said, "Can I bring my 12 legions of angels down?"
Right.
But He ain't had nobody there right then. So we're gonna show you why is it that we go to such extremes to protect ourselves. Why is that? Some of y'all don't understand why they got guns and why they get all these. Y'all don't understand why there's a need. We feel a need for a black militia.
Right.
Some of y'all think the white man loves us.
Bring it out.
Some of y'all think he can do no wrong. You know, slavery was so long ago.
Right.
That was times ago.
Right.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
We're gonna give y'all some history lessons that y'all ain't never heard before. Let's get into that first one.
Over 380,000 black Americans served in World War I, only to return home and be treated like terrorists. The year is 1919. The First World War has ended.
So this is 1919, y'all. This is about 104, 5, 6 years. 106 years ago. So I want you to do the math. If you was born in 1919, let's say you live to be 80. You had a kid when you was 40.
All right.
So 1919, what I say? You was born then? 40 years from that is what?
59.
1960, 1959?
Yep, that's correct.
1969, how old are they today?
About in their 70s.
They in their 70s. So they alive today.
Yep, they're alive.
These people are the first, these are the grandchildren.
Yep, they're alive.
Of these people in the night, their grandchildren are in their 70s.
Correct.
How old is Donald Trump?
In the 70s, 80.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hold on. So the leader of the free world comes from these people.
Yeah, absolutely.
He talked and had conversations with these people.
Yes.
They went to their house when they was little.
Yes.
When you go to grandpa's house.
Yes.
That's how far this is detached from us.
Damn. Right.
That's what y'all don't understand. Donald Trump, forefathers, was doing what we about to show y'all some history of.
Yeah.
Press play.
Like terrorists. The year is 1919. The First World War has ended and the soldiers are returning home. White Americans were furious. But why? During the war, while soldiers were overseas and fighting, black families were migrating up north and out west and taking industrial and labor jobs that were left behind by soldiers or by striking white workers. On top of all that, just the sight of black soldiers returning home in their uniforms with pride and a sense of accomplishment left these white Americans enraged. Increase in racial...
Wow! Hold on! God love everybody!
That's crazy.
John 3:16!
It didn't apply.
Right.
Why were they enraged that we was Americans? But now when Colin Kaepernick don't take a knee, you got a problem with it.
Right.
Now when we say, oh no, the Bible say we ain't supposed to have interracial marriage.
Right.
Now y'all got a problem with that.
Damn.
Right.
But just your granddaddy, your great granddaddy, who you went to his house in the summer and y'all went fishing together.
Right.
He wanted to murder us when he saw us like that.
Right.
And he passed that on to you.
Right.
So don't act like you somebody different now. Press play.
Hey, Cat, you protest because you don't like the job or the way that things are going on the job.
Right.
And then somebody else come in and get it for a lower wage.
Right.
Now you mad at them for a decision that you made.
There you go.
What the hell is this?
There you go.
Sound like Esau.
Press play.
Enraged. This increase in racial tensions led to a rise in lynching numbers, a revival, and record membership numbers for the KKK.
Pause.
Veterans being assaulted.
Pause. Record numbers of the KKK when black people came back in American uniforms, trying to protect the nation.
Right.
Because you saw black people trying to protect this nation, KKK went through the roof.
Hey, Cap, you know what's crazy about that too? Because I read a book on this. It mentioned how the reason why a lot of them fought in the war is because they thought that by standing up for the country, when they returned back, that they was gonna have some form of equality when they came back. But it just goes to show you that they don't care about you fighting alongside of them.
Nope.
It don't change their nature and how they feel about you.
There you go.
They still wanted to kill you.
Yep. Right. Press play.
Membership numbers for the KKK. Black veterans being assaulted and even killed in uniform. Racial riots and massacres in over 36 U.S. cities.
Pause.
This is what we
racial riots and massacres in over 36. Y'all know what how much is a dozen?
12.
36 different cities.
Crazy.
And it says over 3 dozen.
Right.
36 different cities had race riots. And when they say race riot, what they mean is white people killing black people.
Right.
For no reason.
Against men in uniform.
There you go.
Yep.
Hey, but it's not the first time, because think about the Civil War.
Yep.
Yeah.
Think about when America was fighting the wars against Britain. They was using us in those wars.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they were still lynching and killing us.
Right.
Wasn't there a brother that was a soldier who got pulled over by police maybe last year and got mistreated while in uniform?
They got maced.
See?
He got maced.
So it never changed.
Then they told him, my bad.
Point, right.
Yeah. Now, I remember the brother that came back from war too, and the cop shot him when he came. I think
Florida.
he knocked on the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
He ended up killing him too. Brother served in the military.
Never changed.
Yeah.
Never changed.
Same thing, bro.
Go ahead, press play.
now referred to as the Red Summer of 1919. Over 380,000 black...
The Red Summer. The Red Summer. Go to the next one. Go to the next one.
Red Summer.
1998, over 2,000 armed white people descended on Wilmington City Hall. And
so this is the Wilmington Massacre. This is another massacre that happened. Go ahead.
Forced black and white elected officials to resign in a coup.
Hold on.
At the time.
So y'all thought coups, they had a coup in America because black people was voting. What? Listen to this. This story is crazy. Go ahead.
Insurrection.
Officials to resign in a coup. At the time, Wilmington, North Carolina was home to a prosperous community of black business owners, doctors.
Pause! Now y'all say, why y'all Negroes ain't doing nothing? Right. Successful black business owners, doctors, lawyers, and politicians. We pulled ourselves up by the bootstraps.
Right.
We pulled ourselves up by the bootstraps. And what'd y'all do? Y'all didn't just bomb us in Tulsa. Y'all did this everywhere. Mm-hmm. That is why today in Ohio they said, "No, we gotta get guns." Yep. We seen this movie before. Press play.
lawyers, and politicians. In the days leading up to the 1898 election, white groups known as red shirts organized to intimidate black voters. Infuriated by the result of a biracial government, a mob of white men waged a campaign of terror against black residents. Colonel Alfred Moore Waddell, a former Confederate officer and U.S. congressman, led the mob and declared that he would choke the current of the Cape Fear River with black bodies. Armed white rioters destroyed black
Pause! White rioters destroyed black businesses. And then today, they set up an SBA loan for black businesses.
Dang.
They say, you know what, since y'all having such a hard time trying to figure out y'all business structures, we'll give y'all loans. Well, hold on, wait a minute.
Wow.
When my forefather had a gas station, when he had a farm, when he had a shoe store, when he had an ice cream shop, when he had a suit company, y'all burned it. So now, and when my granddaddy built it, you burned his business. So now when I come along, I got to do it again by myself while your son don't have a business that's been building since the 1600s. And now y'all look at us like we less than. Interesting how that works.
Not only burned it, but clearly, I'm quite sure insurance was on it. The same white bank was like, hell nah. Meanwhile, today, if, you know, our people get upset and burn those businesses, they get funded. They don't care.
There you go. Go ahead.
Killed hundreds of black residents. The Daily Record, a black newspaper that had previously denounced lynchings of black people, was the first business the mob targeted. President William McKinley declined to intervene, leaving Wilmington's black residents.
The president declined to intervene. Give me that Isaiah 30. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. Y'all, because guess what? They thought the president was going to help. Mr. President, come on down. Help us. Help. Nope. Nope. Ain't helping nobody. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help.
Yes, sir.
It might be 31.
31.
Nah, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering.
Isaiah 31 and 1. Read that.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt.
For help.
For what?
For help.
Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. Y'all wanted President Kennedy to come help y'all. He ain't coming. He ain't coming to help you. Read.
And stay on horses. And trust in chariots because they are many.
Read.
And in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. Neither seek the Lord.
Guess what? We didn't seek the Lord during these times. That's why all these businesses came to naught. Because it wasn't built on the right things. The Lord said, no, it ain't time yet for y'all to have all that. We understood how to do business. We understood all that. But the Lord wasn't done with us yet. Press play.
Hey, Cap, can they go back a little bit just before that article thing came up? Yeah, a little bit more. All right, go ahead.
Of black residents. The Daily Record, a black newspaper that had previously denounced lynchings of black people, was the first business the mob targeted.
Stop. That's the same thing about stopping the contagion.
There you go.
We had black newspapers showing the truth of the affliction. They had to burn down the truth that was being spoken, just like they're doing today. Shadow banning the TikTok. The same exact thing.
Hey, Cap, too, with you said they was looking for help from the president, too. It showed the same thing and not too long ago with Trump when he went down to Puerto Rico, right? When they were shooting threes with Downy toilet paper. And then you had the thing in New Orleans with Hurricane Katrina. So you got Southern Kingdom and Northern Kingdom to show what Bush said. He couldn't even find out where they was at. So it showed you that they don't care. They disregard what we go through as a people, man.
Hey, go back again. We missed a heavy point in that. Crazy. Go back again. Right there. Yep, right there.
Destroyed black businesses and killed hundreds of black residents.
We just skipped right past that. Killed hundreds.
Right.
Hundreds of black residents, y'all. You know how violent that is to kill hundreds of people?
Men, women, and children.
Men, women. And now, these are the same people who want to say we racist.
Right. Contagion.
Come on, man. Come on. Y'all got to come harder than that, Christians.
No
you
regard
so-called
for the
Christians.
old or young.
Right. And now we looked at as evil because we say Jesus is black. Meanwhile, y'all burn our city, businesses, kill hundreds of us, and now we supposed to hold hands with y'all?
Right.
Come on, man. Press play.
The Daily Record, a black newspaper that had previously denounced lynchings of black people, was the first business the mob targeted. President William McKinley declined to intervene, leaving Wilmington's black residents to fend for themselves. Thousands of black citizens fled the city in the wake of the insurrection, which dramatically altered the racial demographics of the city. Colonel Waddell, who led the insurrection, was appointed Wilmington's new mayor.
The same man that led this became the mayor.
Right.
And now you wonder why we ain't getting no government contracts.
Right.
You wonder why the government, it don't help the black side of town.
Right.
You think his lineage, this is in 1898, 100 years ago.
Right.
That's Trump's great-great-grandfather.
Damn.
That's what we trying to show y'all.
Yeah.
This ain't thousands of years ago.
Right.
These people you can touch. You can reach out and touch them.
Right.
Their impact is still felt to this day.
Right. Hey, Captain, grab a script real
Bring
quick.
it out.
Hey, go to Ezekiel chapter 35. Go to Ezekiel chapter 35. Read verse 2, but verse 5 is what I want to get at. Because we got to show you who this person is. Like Bishop and Britt, we got to reveal who the son of perdition is, the son of hell is. Read that, verse 2.
Ezekiel 35 and verse 2. Son of man, set thy face.
Set thy face, prophesy, go ahead.
Against Mount Seir.
Against Mount Seir. That's Esau, Idumean, Edom.
Right.
Read.
And prophesy against it.
And teach against all the evil that he's doing. Read verse 5.
Because thou hast had perpetual hatred.
Perpetual hatred. We're literally watching that in real life history.
Right.
Perpetual hatred. Because wait a second. It said we came out of slavery. We pulled ourselves up by the bootstrap.
Right.
And they said, nah, nigga, we burning you down.
Right.
Read.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood.
And shed the what?
The blood.
They killed thousands of people in 36 different cities.
Right.
Read.
Of the children of Israel.
By what?
By the force of the sword.
Now I want you to pay attention to the key part here. Because a lot of this is happening after emancipation, right? Read.
Right. In the time of their calamity. In the time that their iniquity had an end.
Y'all said we was free.
Right.
Y'all said we could go.
Yep. Right.
Y'all said y'all niggas go over there and do your own thing. And we did it and you murdered us.
There you go.
So to your point, Cap, I understand why nowadays they don't got the Bible. They're like, well, we got to take up guns.
There you go.
You've done this time and time again.
Yep.
You've given us paperwork. You said we're free. You said you don't want to deal with us. You said get your own water fountain, your own bathroom. And when I did it, you murdered me in my bloodline.
There you go. There you go. Hundreds.
Murder. Get second Ezra 16. The Bible talk about what we just saw. The Bible letting us know that, hey, this thing is going to happen again. Everything that happened in history is from us to learn from. And you got Negroes walking around say, we just want to walk around and be peaceful. We don't have to feel like we got to police our own communities. You dumb as hell. This is what the Christian church has done to our people.
Bring it out.
Made us stupid.
Right.
Read that.
Which verse, sir?
70. 16 to 70.
Second Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 70.
Come on.
For there shall be in every place.
In every place. How many cities? 36 different cities. Plus.
Yep.
Right.
Read.
And in the next city.
And in the next city.
A great insurrection.
Setting your houses on fire. Murdering your people. Destroying your businesses. Dropping bombs on you. Just because, why? You found out how to come together and live without the enemy. Read.
A great insurrection.
Come on.
Upon those that fear the Lord.
Now, and the future is going to happen again unto those that fear the Lord. Come on.
They shall be like madmen.
That's what we just saw. Ezekiel 35, they are madmen since the beginning. They mad because we got the blessings and they don't.
Right.
Read.
Sparing none.
They don't give a damn about the young. They don't give a damn about the old. Come on.
But still spoiling and destroying.
Spoiling and destroying. And then they not going to give you reparations.
Right.
So why the hell would you look for your enemy to save you when history shows you that the white man ain't give you the damn thing? Read.
But still spoiling and destroying.
Come on.
Those that fear the Lord.
Come on.
Read.
For they shall waste and take away their goods.
Waste and take away their goods. If you get anything in the society, the white man gonna make sure that he strip everything that you got so that you can start over again from zero.
Right.
Read.
And cast them out of their houses.
And they just did that.
Right.
In mass numbers, we was cast out of our cities. And we had to go to, they did that to Northern Kingdom. Right. They did that to Southern Kingdom. Right. And don't think that it is going to happen again. So you Negroes that think that this won't happen to you, you got another thing coming.
Right. Yep. That's heavy point you bringing out because it's going to happen again.
Yep.
It's going to happen again. Go ahead, press play.
Who led the insurrection was appointed Wilmington's new mayor. Racial hierarchy was codified as state policy for half a century.
So not only was he made the mayor, but they made sure that racial structure became policy. Give me that now. Give me that Psalms 94. This is what y'all don't understand about America. And y'all want to make this your home.
Right.
Y'all want to make this your rest.
Right.
It ain't. It ain't. This is the land of your captivity. Understand that. We are only here to repent.
We need that I am free soundbite,
right.
please. God.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Psalm chapter 94 and verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity
have
fellowship with thee?
Are we gonna have fellowship with the political party, with the government structure that allow these things to happen?
Right.
Read.
Which frameth mischief by a law.
Which does what?
Frameth mischief by a law.
That's what they do.
Right.
That's what they do. Like the brother called in, he said earlier when the Black Panthers was doing that, they did the same thing with the mask.
Right.
Whenever black people do something, they create laws. TikTok said, hey, man, too many Israelites. Let's make it where if you teach supremacy, we going to cut their feet.
Right.
All right, cool. Yeah, we good with that. This is what these people do.
Right.
Go ahead.
That's
it. That's
hey,
it.
Cap,
Yeah.
I want y'all to notice something, too. The reason why, because Officer Yahazi, y'all mentioned something about the newspaper, too, right?
Right.
The reason why it's so important for them to control the media is because they control the narrative.
There you go.
Most of these videos that you will watch, you'll look on YouTube, and some of them are like newer videos that were put up like not too long ago.
Yep.
But most of them are going to be in black and white.
Yep.
The reason why is because they want to prove, or they want to put off the effect of it being old. Right. It happened a long time ago, back in the day. So that's the mind trick of why they make such videos and they put it in their perspective.
That's heavy.
Crazy.
Hey, going into that black and white.
Yep.
Type in, I forgot, I brought this out years ago. They show all the civil rights imagery and videos in black and white as well to make you think it's far time ago.
Long time ago.
Right. See if that'll come up. Say why are civil rights images in black and white?
Right.
And see if it show you anything.
And they know back at the ranch, they got the color photos.
Right.
These are the ones that they showing to their children.
Right, exactly.
Hey, you see these people right here? We don't like them. You know, and bro, it's crazy. Read it. You got it? You got it?
Let's read the top one. Let's just see what it say.
It says the civil rights movement is often depicted in black and white photographs because during that era, black and white photography was the standard and cheaper medium for news and photojournalism.
Pause. Now y'all know we dealing with the top of the line media outlets.
Right.
They don't give a damn about price. If you ever click on those pictures that they had in color, they charge whatever it was. Yeah. They got the money. So we ain't trying to hear that. That is a lie.
Right.
Go ahead.
While color photography was expensive and time-consuming to develop and reproduce.
Let's see. Let's say it's cost and technology, print limitations.
Artistic preference.
Go ahead. Read that.
Artistic preference. Some photographers and documentarians also preferred black and white for its perceived simplicity and ability to emphasize emotion and focus on the subject matter, rather than being distracted by color. Wow.
Hey,
so, go ahead.
Being distracted, just imagine, because you remember in the 50s, in the 60s, when they was sicking dogs on us.
Right.
You don't think that men and women was bloody as hell when that was happening? Getting hosed down by water hose and your flesh coming off? You don't think imagery would make a difference? It's the same concept. Jesus is a white man. Whitewashing. It's the exact same thing. All they doing is try to whitewash the history so it can tone down the impact that it would have on our people. They don't want our people. They don't get Hold
on. Before you go, he got it. They found it. They found it. Read that.
Read that description.
Yes, sir. Why are civil rights in black and white? While some may argue that the black and white depiction of this historical time period is purely intentional to skew our viewpoints on these movements.
Now, that's just like how Bishop is showing books. And they say it may appear that he's black, but he's not black. No, we know exactly why y'all put it like that.
Exactly.
Y'all did that to skew it.
Right.
They don't want us to clearly see, damn, these white people evil as hell.
Damn devil.
Right. When you can see and feel their face and you see these people are white that's lynching and murdering black people. They're smiling while somebody is burning on a cross.
Right outside their church.
Hey, Cap, that's heavy. I showed my nieces, they came over to my house. I showed them images of slavery and like some videos and things that happened. So one of my nieces was crying, like, she was like, why are they doing that to us? Why are they doing that to us? She was like, now when I go to school, I ain't gonna want to be around my friends. She's 9 years old and she understands that the way they treat us, I don't want nothing to do with them no more. Just like a couple weeks ago, you see the little girl, the police is pointing a gun at her. Now she knows in order to save her life, she got to put her hands behind her back. Imagery is very important.
And I'm going to back you up on that. That's why they call our history critical race theory. Because it wakes up our people mentality to never trust their enemy.
Our history, that's why Cat Williams was saying, our history is critical. It's critical to the awakening of our people, like they said in the Willie Lynch letter. Unless a phenomenon happened, unless we realize that we the Israelites and we go out to the streets and start teaching, now they want to take black history out of the schools, because if too many Negroes understand what we really did to them, then, hey, give me Ecclesiastes 7:7. Because I want to hit on this point about the imagery. They want to downplay all the damn evil that they did, and they want to, like you say, they want to wipe their mouth and act like they ain't never did nothing, right? Read Ecclesiastes 7:7.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7.
Watch this.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
So to the light-skinned brother we saw earlier during the show, why we feel like we got to police our community? Shut up. Why we feel like they want black man to be docile like that. They want black man to see these images and be like, oh, that was so long ago. But when you really see how they really treat us, how they feel towards us, read that again.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
They know when black man really get angry, that's when the revolution, that's when the spirit of the black man really starts to wake up, and they don't want that.
Take the call. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Patricia Rozier. I'm from a little small town in Cochran, Georgia.
What's going on?
I just called to say that this is a great class, man. Y'all doing your thing.
All praise to the Most High.
Yes. Keep up the good work. Keep doing God's work. Y'all are the chosen guys.
All praise. All praise to the Most High, sis. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for watching the show.
Hey, on that note, what you was talking about too, about you showing your niece the imagery. I don't know if y'all remember when we had the little the movie award thing down here showing Joseph's Dream.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Remember you had a group of Edomites that was in the front.
They was mad.
Hey,
even Facebook.
Yeah, but you see, the thing about it is, you saw the spirit of everybody else though. Of us. We was uplifting that thing. You understand? We was joyful because we seen the purpose of that film. We understood that by the imagery that was portrayed there, it showed how much of I would say, the glory in our history, right, as a people. And then it was showing the purpose of Esau in that movie about him being Herod trying to destroy Christ. Right. So it uplifted our spirits, right? You felt that. You felt it in the room. And you actually seen their faces. When you seen their faces and they was looking at the film, you could tell that in their mind, they was like, oh, yeah, this is a problem. You understand? So it goes to show you that just by changing the color of a video or a film, that is a very powerful thing. That's why imagery is very important for us.
Worldwide white Jesus. You got Northern Kingdom going crazy. If you burn the image of Christ like the Bible tells us to, if you rip that thing up, and Northern King will be ready to put hands on you, bro. In Africa, you talk bad about white Jesus, bro. They ready to mob on you. Bro, white Jesus has the effect, bro. That's why in Revelation says it gave life to their image. Bro, color brings life. All these different flowers and the different textures, bro, it has a purpose, bro.
Absolutely. Damn. So, let's go to the next video. No, was we in on that? I think we had a little bit more on that last one.
Bring it
out. I told y'all, we got a good show for y'all. We just getting started. We didn't get started yet. Go back to the video, IT. Or did y'all leave it? Come on. Go ahead.
Washington's new mayor. Racial hierarchy was codified as state policy for half a century to follow.
Got a caller. Shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from? Caller still on? All right. Go ahead. Okay, that was it. All right, go to the next one. So we got Wilmington. We got the Red Summer. Go to the next one.
Grim anniversary in Florida's political and racial history.
100 years ago, a town was burned to the ground and many black people killed after some blacks were turned away from the polls. 8 on your side's Rod Carter is here now with more on the Ocoee massacre.
Yeah, it's a very interesting story. We actually told a lot of folks about this story during our political special, but right afterwards, I got a call from someone who knows about this firsthand. It's something a lot of people in Florida simply do not know about or have never.
This is something that a lot of people do not. I guarantee you leave Florida, you ain't got to leave Florida. If you go to Miami, you ever heard of the Ocoee massacre? Nope. You go to Jacksonville, you ever heard of it? Nope. I didn't know about it until about 2-3 years ago.
Right. Yep.
And I grew up in this area in Central Florida. I never heard of this.
Right.
And now I live in this neighborhood. I live in Ocoee to this day. You wouldn't know that happened there. It's not like posted anywhere and everybody knows about it. Nothing. They got one little street sign, but they just made it after the 100 years. These are the things that we don't know about. Go ahead.
Never really heard about. Scores of homes burned, people killed, all over exercising the right to vote. One Tampa man knows that story very well. The man at the center of all of it 100 years ago was his great-grandfather.
Pause. This is what I keep telling y'all. This stuff ain't far long ago.
They still alive.
They still alive. He knows his great-grandfather. He knows him. He talked with him. These things affect us to this day. That's why when the white man tell you, oh, I ain't got nothing to do with slavery, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You got everything to do with what's going on today.
That's right.
Go ahead.
In my mind, I was definitely thinking this can't be true.
The first time Stephen Nunn heard the story of the Ocoee massacre, it was over a hearty breakfast with his grandmother when he was a teenager.
Then all of a sudden she said, you know what? She said, I'm going to tell you a story and I'm going to share it with you. But I'm sharing it with great reservation and hesitation because I vowed I'll never talk about it again.
Pause.
When she,
you know how many people feel that? You know how many people probably feel that same emotion? I'm going to tell you, but it's with great reservation. Is somebody on the phone lines?
Sound like it.
Somebody on the phone, y'all? All right, press play.
She was done. He was sort of in shock. During the 1920 presidential election,
a
group of
1920s, here we go again. Here we go. I told y'all these people still here. Their impact is still felt today. Go ahead.
Of black Floridians went to the polls. Some were turned away, which led to a night of violence now known as the Ocoee Massacre. At the center of it, a man named July Perry. On November 2nd, 1920, Perry's friend Moses Norman, a black man, went to vote and was turned away.
Pause. He went to vote, y'all. He didn't go to fight. He didn't go to kill nobody. He didn't go to rape nobody. He went to vote.
Crazy.
He went to vote. Go ahead. Watch what happened because
Perry and Norman had encouraged other blacks and women to vote in the 1920 presidential election, with Republican Warren G. Harding up against Democrat James Cox. That night,
he went to go vote for a white man. He was going to vote for one of his oppressors. Not even his own people. Imagine if he was going to vote for black folks.
Oh, yeah. It would have
been. Oh, Lord. Go ahead.
Perry was hanged. His wife and daughter brought to jail here in Hillsborough County. That daughter was Coretha. That's Nunn's grandmother.
Never in the history of the U.S. has a massacre such as what took place in Ocoee took place during voting time.
This is the largest massacre that has to do with voting in America. Ain't nobody know about it.
It's crazy.
Don't nobody know about this. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't understand the depths of this man.
Right.
Go ahead, press play.
Voting.
The story of the Ocoee Massacre on display right now at the Orange County Regional History Center in an exhibit called Yesterday, This Was Home.
At the end of the night, 2 white men have been killed. An unknown number of black people have been murdered.
They know how many white people. We don't know how many black people was killed. Hundreds.
Can't count.
Hundreds was killed. This what keeps happening to us.
In one county.
In one city.
Yeah.
One city.
In one city. Go ahead.
That is a number we will probably never know.
But curator Pam Schwartz says it was about more than just money. It was about the land that blacks owned.
Over several years, there is an ongoing series of land sales. The land was not just sort of snapped up by the white community and the black people fled. The black community did try to fight and keep their land.
Stephen Nunn's great-grandparents lost all of it.
And all of that land, the only way to put it today is it was robbed. They were robbed.
It was robbed.
You got to bring it out.
Give me that in the back when they take the land. This is what y'all don't understand. And now y'all wondering why black people are so jacked up in the head.
Right.
Y'all wondering why we got a mindset that we can't do nothing. Because every time we did something, you get murdered, shot, hung.
Right.
And you try to vote. So what the hell Master, they gonna bomb us, boss? We can't build no city. What's wrong with you?
Free.
Why don't we just work for the white man? That's what happens after time after time after time.
Right.
You say, bro, I ain't trying to get killed, man.
Right.
I ain't trying to do this again, man. It's just, let's just work for the white man and we'll make the best of it. You got it?
What you want, Habakkuk 1:6? Or?
I want they take our lands. They take fields.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity.
Woe to them that devise iniquity. Read.
And work evil upon their beds.
You see that? They work evil upon their beds. Do you think these things happen in different cities by chance?
Right.
You don't think they had meetings? Hey, look, this is what we did when they happened to us.
Right.
So, hey, they get enough. That's where the release letters come from.
Yep.
This is how you handle your slaves.
Right.
Read.
When the morning is light, they practice it.
Read.
Because it is in the power of their hands.
You see that? It's in the power of their hands.
Right.
Read.
And they covet fields.
Hold on, what do they do?
And they covet fields.
What do they do?
And they covet fields.
They covet fields.
Right.
It all goes back to the land. It all goes back to the land. Because with land, now you got resources. My father always told me, he said, ain't no new land ever coming. He said, once you got it, that's it.
Damn.
Once you buy up on the land, that's it.
Right.
They ain't making no new land.
Right.
My father always said that. That they ain't making no new land. He said, I ain't selling nothing. You got to get it from me when I die. I ain't selling you a damn thing. But Esau understand that. Read that part one more time.
And they covet fields.
And they covet fields.
And take them.
Hold on, what do they do?
And take them.
No, they vote for them.
And take them.
They go through the electoral college.
And take them.
And take them.
By violence.
No, hold on. No. The white man delegates. He had a political party. And he voted for the land.
And take them by violence.
Oh, no. He applied John 3:16 and he prayed for the land.
And take them by violence.
See that? You see that, you apologists? That's what your forefathers did. That's what you continue to do to this day. Y'all are a violent, evil people. Hit the bomb. Understand it. We know who you are. Don't come to us with the Galatians 3:28. We ain't trying to hear that. We ain't hear none of that. We know who you are.
Right.
And Christ know who you are. You came to steal, kill, and destroy, as it says in John 10. You are of your seed, Satan.
Right.
So, is that it on that?
And take them by violence. And houses.
And what?
And houses.
What we've been seeing, city after city after city. Land taken, businesses burned, people killed, houses burned.
Right.
Read.
And take them away.
Hold on, what do they do?
And take them away.
Read.
So they oppress a man.
They oppress a man
and his house.
And now you oppress a man and his house.
Right.
That's what we seeing. Red Summer,
right.
Ocoee Massacre,
right.
Williamton Massacre,
right.
Rosewood,
right.
Tulsa.
Right.
This ain't by chance.
Over and over.
We know who you are. Y'all got the same track record.
Right.
Over and over and over.
Right.
Don't tell us to go vote. Get the hell out of here with that.
Right.
Ain't nobody give a damn about no voting.
Right.
Did you vote in 1776?
Right.
Did you vote during the Spanish Revolution? Right. During the French Revolution?
Hell nah.
You ain't vote for a damn thing.
Right.
And we ain't voting, but we is going to pray.
Right.
That's right. We going to pray because we understand what's awaiting.
Right. Hey, Cap, can I get one?
Bring it out.
Hey, go to Isaiah 42, verse 24.
Bring it out.
What Cap just read, right? It says they oppress a man and his heritage. So you might be clueless to who the man was.
Right.
Who lands were taken by violence. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 24.
Go ahead.
Who gave Jacob for a spoil?
Who gave who?
Jacob for a spoil.
Who gave Jacob for a spoil? Read on.
And Israel.
And who?
Israel.
To who?
To the robbers.
Who gave Israel to the robbers?
Damn.
Micah 2:2 was talking about the Israelites, the black Hispanics and Native Americans. Because you see the same plot over and over again. Every video that's being showed, it's the same enemy, and it's the same one that's being robbed, that's being killed, that's being murdered every single time. Read it again.
Who gave Jacob for a spoil? And Israel to the robbers.
Read on, go ahead.
Did not the Lord? He against whom we have sinned?
Right, because we sinned against the Lord. So guess what? You continually see the same thing happen over and over again because the Lord allowed it to happen.
Right.
Hey, let me land back over you real quick.
Bring it out.
Go to Psalm 17 and verse 14.
Let's go.
Because when he takes the land, we just seen a prime example. They set up a racial hierarchy.
Right.
But somehow we're a hate group.
Right.
To this day, that racial hierarchy is still running the political system.
Right.
Psalm 17, get to the point, verse 14.
From Psalm 17 and verse 14. From men.
From who?
From men.
Esau is the man that has done this. Read.
Which are thy hand, O Lord.
Come on.
From men of the world.
From men of the world, he's ruling the entire earth. Read.
Which have their portion in this life.
In this life, he got his portion, but we got next. Read.
And whose belly thou fillest with thy high treasure.
With thy hid treasures, because by the sword is how he lives and oppress your house.
Right.
Now watch what he does when he oppresses your house. Read.
They are full of children.
They are full of children, like Cat brought out. Those children are alive today.
There you go.
Today they still alive. Read.
And leave the rest of their substance
to who?
To their babes.
To Donald Trump and their babes.
That's heavy. That's heavy. So you saying that that's the ancestors?
Yes.
That's why I say what? Prepare slaughter
for his children.
For his children. Prepare slaughter for his children.
That's why they keep saying, "Oh, it wasn't us." You're living the benefits.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
On that point too, because Ocoee is mainly a Edomite area.
Yep.
They take over.
It's in your hands.
Black people just not getting back there.
And Florida is rich for oranges, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the past, there was a lot of black farmers in Florida. And I know today there's a black man in a certain area in Florida, and the water management district is trying to oppress him. Basically, they trying to force him by not allowing him to get what he needs to keep his land healthy. So what they trying to do is force him to sell the land so that they can build properties on it. But they won't pay him for what it's worth.
Right. That's why he ain't gonna sell it.
They selling $1 million properties, but won't give him the money for what it's worth. Hey, we ain't done on that. Get Rebecca 1 and 6. I thought this is where you wanted to go, Cap.
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead.
1 and 6, and then I want 2 and
when you
8.
bringing out that video?
Which one?
The
next time I get mad.
Okay. I'm gonna bring it out now. I'm gonna bring it out now.
I don't know how you can be an Israelite or an African American or whatever the hell you call yourself, and to see this oppression that happened to your people and not get pissed off. This type of stuff, destruction of the kingdom.
Yep.
It make you woosa. All right, read that.
Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 6.
All right.
For lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation.
So the Edomites, a bitter nation, they hate us. Read.
Which shall march through the breadth of the land.
They march through this land, they plant their flag, and they take whatever the hell they want. Come on.
To possess the dwelling places.
They what?
to possess the dwelling places.
The fatness of the earth. Esau said, I want it now, like an angry kid that ain't got a toy. Read.
That are not theirs.
That are what?
Not theirs.
They take every damn thing that ain't theirs. We just seen it. Something that just happened not too long ago.
Right.
Give me chapter 2 and verse 8.
Chapter 2 and verse 8.
Come on.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations.
Esau has spoiled many nations. Read.
All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
You gonna get yours. Read.
Because of men's blood.
Men's blood has been shed for the land in America, for the land in Central America, South America, North America, everywhere on this planet. Read.
And for the violence of the land.
For the violence. Read.
Of the city. And of all that dwell therein.
Read.
Woe to him that covereth an evil covetousness.
Esau tried to cover up every damn thing.
Right.
They steal the whole land and put a damn sign in her and say the history of the Ocoee Massacre. And then they put a damn plaque out there like nothing happened.
Right.
Read it again.
Yes, sir. Woe to him that covereth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest.
His what?
His nest.
That's what he set up his children. He renamed the lands.
Right.
He gonna set up his nest so that his kids can reap the benefits. So you Edomites that say you ain't got nothing to do with it, shut the hell up, because your time is coming.
Hey, play that Nipsey, play the video, American Gods. Because some of y'all might say, they always yelling. They always yell. Why y'all
so angry?
Why y'all just can't talk normal?
Let me
Oh, yeah. This
Press
fire.
play, press play.
paint a picture of what's waiting for you on the shore. You arrive in America, land of opportunity, milk and honey, and guess what? You all get to be slaves, split up, sold off, and worked to death. The lucky ones get Sunday off to sleep and fuck and make more slaves and all for what? For cotton, indigo, for a fucking purple shirt. The only good news is the tobacco your grandkids are gonna farm for free is gonna give a shitload of these white motherfuckers cancer. And I ain't even started yet. 100 years later, you're fucked. 100 years after that, fucked. 100 years after you get free, you still getting fucked out of job and shot at by police. You see what I'm saying? This guy gets it. I like him. He's getting angry. Angry is good. Angry gets shit done.
Pause. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
Drop the bombs. Come on, y'all.
What did you say? So when y'all mad because we angry, that's why anger gets stuff done. Angry put thousands of brothers on the streets all across America.
Bring it on.
That's what anger does. Give me Ezekiel 9 and 4. I'm going to show you what anger does according to the Bible. This is why we angry when we teach the Bible. And this is why your pastors will never understand this scripture.
Right.
That's why they don't understand, because they ain't angry. They coming with prosperity doctrine.
Right.
God is love.
Right.
God is love, Negro. Last I checked, he killed all the Egyptians.
Right.
That's what I remember.
Right.
And he said he got Esau prepared that he's a vessel for destruction.
Right.
Yeah. And Christ said, when I come back, I will not meet thee as a man.
Right.
What love is that? Love for the Israelites.
Right. That's right.
That's God is love for the Israelites.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna start. I'm gonna make that a shirt. God is love for the Israelites. But for everybody else, you ain't gonna like God too much.
Right.
Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
Read that.
Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead.
Set a what?
Set a mark upon the forehead.
Set a mark upon the foreheads
of the men that sigh and that cry.
Hold on, the men that what?
That sigh and that cry.
Nah, the men that just chill and relax. And Joel Osteen, let me tell you a story. God is love. Now, there once was a baker in a city.
Right.
And that baker liked.
Hell no.
No! God ain't dealing with that. Read it again.
And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city.
Go through the midst of the city. Go to Wilmington. Go to Ocoee. Go to New York. Go to Detroit. Go to Chicago. Go to L.A. Go to Ghana. Read.
Through the midst of Jerusalem.
Read.
And set a mark upon the forehead.
God said, set a mark upon the foreheads. Read.
Of the men.
Of the men.
That sigh and that cry.
The men that sighing and crying. Of what?
For all the abominations.
For all the evil that's done against our people.
Right.
That none of your leaders will ever bring up. Whoever told you about Wilmington? Whoever told you about Ocoee? Whoever told you about Red Summer? Whoever told you about Tulsa, Oklahoma? Nobody.
Right.
But the men of God, we're going to tell you about these things. Right. We're going to bring all things to remembrance, as it says in John 14 and 26.
Right.
Because the Holy Spirit is dwelling upon us.
That's right.
Read.
That be done in the midst thereof.
Read.
And to the others he said.
So, we're going to sigh and cry for all the evils that's done. And we're going to show you what happened to us so you can wake the hell up. Because a lot of our people are asleep. A lot of y'all are asleep, and you got to wake up.
Yep.
Right.
Wake the hell up.
Press play on that.
Hey, Cap, can I read one?
Okay.
Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 7. What we doing is going through our history and showing you what the Lord commanded us to do. We have to reveal these things. Because when we reveal these things, it activates the prophets. It activates you men to go out the street and get active. Come on.
Deuteronomy 32 and verse 8.
Come on.
Remember the days of old.
It said, the Bible says, remember the days of old. That's what we're going over right now. 100 years ago. That's the days of old. So we got to bring these things to your remembrance. Read.
Consider the years of many generations.
Consider the years how Esau had a perpetual hatred for the Israelites. And they doing the same thing today. Read.
Ask thy father, and he will show thee.
Ask thy father, and he will show thee. When you open the Bible, you will see. It's proof. It's documented that these nations don't give a damn about us. Is it more?
Thy elders, and they will tell thee. That's it on that.
And I ain't going to read the other one, but yeah. All praise to the Most.
So, go back to the video. Press play. So, they just went over the land. They said it wasn't just about voting. It was about the land also. Go ahead.
That community did try to fight and keep their land.
Stephen Nunn's great-grandparents lost all of it.
And all of that land, the only way to put it today is it was robbed. They were robbed.
And now he wants this tragic story of his family's loss to serve as a lesson to the nation.
Pause. Take the call. Take the call. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment, where you calling from?
Shalom, leadership. It's Kenna calling from Orlando. I'm watching the show, and I want to make it brief. You guys are talking about the Ocoee Massacre.
Yep.
In downtown Orlando, they have the Orange County Regional History Center,
Mhm.
and they have a floor that talks about Black history in Orlando.
Right.
And they downplay it and say there was only like 1 or 3 lynchings
Wow.
throughout the year.
Wow.
Just to really drive home, like, no, this was barely a thing. And it's a very small thing. And they say, oh, there was barely KKK, but there was. Like, it's really trivial how they put it, but it's something that people need to look into.
Right.
Because it's something there. They also have GAD on the first floor. In that museum, they have GAD and how they took over Florida. And then in the bottom floor, they have Judah and how they oppressed Judah there, too.
Right. All praises. All praises. Thank you for calling in, sis. All praise. All praise. Go ahead. Press play.
A just man. He was a community man, and he had to pay an awesome price over a principle that we still debate today, and some are lackadaisical about it.
And to this day, almost 100 years later, which will be on November 2nd, no one has ever been brought to justice for the Ocoee Massacre.
Pause. Nobody has ever been brought to justice. This what y'all don't understand. This place is not just. Give me Revelation 13 and 10.
Bring it out.
That's why God in Christ, the Messiah, must bring forth justice when he returns. These people have not paid for their crimes yet.
Right.
And y'all want them to let it get. Y'all want us to y'all want us to forget about this?
They want to give them a pardon, Cap.
Right. We ain't pardoning nobody.
Right.
Hell no. Read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity.
He that leadeth into captivity
shall go into captivity.
Read.
He that killeth with the sword.
He that killeth with the sword
must be killed with the sword.
Must be killed with the sword. Read.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
You see that? We got to be patient and wait on that thing. That's what our brothers and sisters, that's where you find comfort at.
Right.
That's why we know we ain't got to pick up the guns.
Right.
We ain't got to pick up the machetes. We ain't got to do nothing.
Right.
All we got to do is wait. It's already written, thus saith the Lord.
Right.
When he says vengeance is mine, a lot of y'all don't understand what that means.
Right.
Y'all think he coming against sin. God is, the enemy is sin.
Yeah.
The accuser of the brethren is sin. No, Negro. The accuser of the brethren is another man.
Right.
When Satan never, did Satan tell you, say you raped him?
Right.
No. Did Satan say he went down there and vote? No. It was a man that did these things. And all of these men got the same bloodline. They all Edomites.
Right.
Every last one of them. Esau, Idumea, Edom.
That's right.
That is the accuser of the brother.
Hey, can I get Genesis chapter 4? Give me Genesis chapter 4. Because that, you cap, Hondo, it is a man.
Right.
It is a nation. It is erased.
Right.
Esau, Idumeum, Edom. Give me 4 and 8.
Yes, sir.
Genesis chapter 4 and verse 8.
Genesis chapter 4 and verse 8.
Read.
And Cain talked with Abel his brother.
Read.
And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him.
And so Cain rose up and slew his brother Abel. Just like Edomites is slaying Jacob's chosen today.
Yep.
Read verse 12.
Verse 12. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
Watch this. Now, everything that Esau has been done, prophecy let us know this man will get judged. Right. But as of now, read.
As a fugitive and a vagabond.
This man has not been judged.
Right.
Hey, his crimes have not caught up to him.
Right.
He's a fugitive.
Right.
He can murder a whole city and walk away clean, like nothing has ever happened. Read that. A fugitive and what?
A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
That is a man he's talking about. Right. The nation of Edom. The Lord gonna put, y'all day coming. It's coming. Keep it up.
So, was that it on that? Yeah, that was, no,
yes,
press, go back to the video, go back about 5 seconds and then press play. There's some more stuff on here. Go ahead.
And to this day, almost 100 years later, which will be on November 2nd, no one has ever been brought to justice for the Ocoee massacre.
Nobody ever been brought to justice. Get what you call it ready for me. Yeah, get that ready for me. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Juliana Gopi, and I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York.
Calling from where?
Brooklyn,
New York. I think I'm calling number 10.
Yes, you are. You are calling.
All praises.
I'm sorry, we angry tonight.
Go. Hey, hey, hey.
So the 10th caller says what I'm gonna need you to do. What I'm gonna need you to do is send an email to iuic.orlando@israelunite.org. It's on the screen. iuic.orlando@israelunite.org. Include your name, your mailing address, and your size. Name, mailing address, and your size. Also, put your phone number just in case we need to contact you if anything ain't right.
Okay.
All right, sis. Thank you for calling in.
All praises.
Sis came to get that shirt and got real up. She's like, ain't nobody calling yet. I think I can do it.
But hey, you know she paying attention.
Right.
So all praise to the Most High.
All praise. Hey, so to you other radio show hosts, y'all need to have that 10th call. Right. People paying attention. All praise.
That's my favorite radio show.
Hey, play that soundbite one more time.
That's my favorite radio show.
Hey, IT, y'all on point.
Right.
Y'all on point.
Another call.
Yeah. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
My name is Zach. I'm calling from Kansas.
Kansas City.
I have a question for you. I understand the history and what they've done has been evil, but in the Bible where it says that Jesus only came for the children of Israel,
right?
And the lady was like, but we could eat the crumbs from the table, and then he said something like, thy faith may be whole or something like that.
Right.
Is that saying that anybody can be saved?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. All she admitted her place. She understood her role in the grand scheme of things. So he healed her. That's all that means.
Okay, so can you just elaborate just a little bit more?
Yeah, let's get it. So let's go there. Let's go to Matthew 15.
Matthew chapter 15 and verse 21. Then Jesus went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Zidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying,
Read.
Have mercy on me, O Lord.
So she cried out, have mercy on me, O Lord. Read.
Thou son of David, my daughter is grievously vexed with a devil.
Read.
But he answered her not a word.
So he initially didn't even answer this lady. He said, I ain't got time to talk to you. Read.
And his disciples came and besought him.
Hold on. His disciples came to him. Read.
And saying, send her away.
Hold on. What did they say?
Send her away.
Now, these were novices. These are bishops and deacons. Right next to Christ. They said, send this woman away, Christ.
Right.
And they said he besought. He said, please.
Right. Get her away.
Please get this woman out of here.
Right.
Read.
For she crieth after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the Lord's sheep.
So when he finally got to respond, he was ignoring her. The disciples was on one side. He said, hey, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Read.
Yes, sir. Of the house of Israel. Then came she and worshipped him.
She what?
Came she and worshipped him.
Read.
Saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs.
He called this woman a dog.
Right.
Read.
And she said, truth, Lord.
Hold on. What she say?
Truth, Lord.
She said truth. She understood. In the kingdom of heaven, I'm going to be a dog.
Yep.
I'm going to be a dog.
Yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from the master's table.
So she understood her position. And because she said, I'm a dog and I'll eat the crumbs.
Then Jesus answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith.
Great is your faith.
Be it unto thee even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour.
So he gave her a crumb. That's a crumb. That ain't the kingdom of heaven. He gave her a crumb.
Right.
That makes sense?
It does.
All right, all praises.
I'm kind of on the spot right now.
You good?
Hey, brother. Hey, bro. Check this out.
Yes.
What you got to pay attention to is that chapter in context.
Right.
Because if you jump down to verse 30 on down, he told her that, it's not meet to give the children's bread, right?
Right.
But then when you jump down, there's a multitude that he spent 3 days with. That's his people, and taught them and fed them and never called them a dog. He made sure they had to be fed spiritually and physically. That's your difference in the same chapter, to show you there's a difference between all nations getting the bread and our people getting the bread. You understand?
Now, this is just not my interpretation, but maybe just some type of interpretation. So with her saying that, yes, I'm a dog, is just her realizing that she's filthy and that she's a sinner or whatever. And that she's realizing the error of her ways. And that now,
I'm going to show you where the dog is going to be at. I'm going to show you where the dog is going to be at. Watch this. Read that. For without, Revelation 22.
Yep, 15.
Revelation 22 and verse 15. For without, meaning outside the gates,
are dogs. Hold on, are what?
Dogs.
They not getting the kingdom, bro.
There you go.
They not getting the kingdom of heaven. Read.
Okay,
and sorcerers.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, I know. I know you didn't. It's fine. I know you want to say you're oppressor. They ain't getting in, bro. They ain't getting in.
Look. I know that they wicked. I'm just getting some clarification on that scripture.
I got
you. Because, when I thought about it, I didn't know about the second part, but when I heard that part, I'm like, well, maybe they can be saved.
Right.
If they change their ways.
Hell no.
Give me Wisdom of Solomon real quick.
He never changed.
Watch this. I'm gonna show you. Hey, listen, bro.
I know they're not gonna change, and as a whole, they wicked as hell.
Come on, then. Why you asking the question, bro? I'm gonna give you the scripture anyway.
Look. All I'm saying is like,
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. Damn. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I got you. Hey, thank you for calling in, bro.
All right, no problem. Have a good day.
So, listen, and I know this, he ain't the only brother.
Right.
He just was actually bold enough to call in.
Right.
A lot of y'all thinking that too. As much evil as these people did to us, we still, somewhere in our heart, It's called Stockholm Syndrome.
Right.
Somewhere in our heart, we still like, well, there's some good, right?
Right.
Some of them may change, and all of them ain't going to be evil, right? Read that.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12.
Uh-oh. Another
back.
Edomite lover. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name, question, or comment? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Turn down your TV. Shalom. What's going on?
Hi, I just have a question that I don't know if I should say I'm struggling with it or not. But there's a scripture in the Bible that says, I believe it says Esau was the beginning, and the tribe of Judah. Let's say Esau is Esau is the end, and Jacob is the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nobody's been able to make me understand that fully. Okay. I get it. I understand. I'm for the tribe of Issachar.
Okay, all
but
praise.
I need to know, wasn't Jacob rulers before?
Yeah. So
Esau took over?
let's get it. First, let's get the prophecy. So when it says Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning after, what that means is in the end, Esau was going to be the last kingdom ruling before the next kingdom, which is Jacob, becomes in rulership. That's where we at today. That's why Esau, America, Babylon the Great, is Esau ruling, and Israel got next. Read that.
2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7. Then said I, and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
So he says, what shall be the sign of the times? How do we know when the end of their rulership is going to end? Read.
Or when shall be the end of the first?
When is going to be the end of the first? Read.
And the beginning of it that followeth.
And the beginning of it that followeth. Read.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first.
Jacob's hand held first
the heel of Esau.
So when Esau was born, Jacob grabbed his heel. Read.
For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end of the world.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Meaning what? When this kingdom ends, Jacob will rule next. We got next. We got next. That's what that means.
That's
sis.
right.
Got it. Oh my God.
All
now
praise.
I got it.
All praise to the Most High.
All praises. Oh my goodness. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Shalom.
Hey Cap, you know how never mind.
Oh, they hot now.
Yeah. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hey man, I'm Smeet. I'm from West Orlando, Pine Hills. I'm from the tribe of Judah. I had a quick question.
What's going on, boss?
I was just want to know if working out is breaking the Sabbath. Is working out like
yes,
physical workout?
Yes. Give me that in Isaiah.
Okay.
Give me that in Isaiah real quick.
Okay, boss.
Hey, you said you in West Orlando. You coming to the school?
No. I live in LA now, but I'm from Pine Hills.
Okay, you from Pine Hills. Okay, all praise. When next time you coming back, man, you got to come through.
Oh, hey, ain't no telling, man.
So you at the school out there then?
Yeah, all praise. I saw your comment in there. You said I thought you were still living in Pine Hills. All praises. So how you found out about the truth, bro?
Oh man, so I've been studying, man. I've been studying. I've been doing my thing. You know, I had an intuition. You know what I'm saying? As a jit. So I already knew that a lot of lies and stuff was. I knew a lot of stuff didn't make sense to me as a kid. So you know what I'm saying? So I already knew what was going on.
All praise. Hey,
know for sure.
Here go the verse for your question that you asked. Read that.
Isaiah 58 and verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath.
So you turn away your foot from the Sabbath when you exercise on the Lord's Sabbath. Read.
From doing thy pleasure.
From doing what?
Thy pleasure.
That's your pleasure. You want to work out. You want to clean your car. You want to exercise. That's doing your pleasure, not the Lord's pleasure. Read.
On my holy day.
On what?
My holy day.
So you're doing what you want to do on the Lord's holy day. Read.
And call the Sabbath a delight.
And you call the Sabbath a delight. Remember, the Sabbath's supposed to be holy and set apart. So if you work out on these other days, you got 6 days to work out. On the Lord's Sabbath, you're supposed to be focused on keeping what he wants you to do. Go to the streets, teach, meditate on the scriptures, teach your family, so on and so forth. That's what you should congregate. Those are the things you should be focused on the Sabbath.
I got it. I need your clarification on that one. Thank you, though, man.
All praises, all praises. All right, brother. Shalom.
Okay.
I was going somewhere. Where was we at? We was at I told y'all. Yes.
Malice burden.
Yes, and then it was something else I thought he said. The announcer.
Pull it back a little bit, just a little bit.
Oh, about them being innocent.
Yes.
Zechariah.
Yeah, 11.
Yes. Don't even worry about Wisdom of Solomon. We dealt with that. He's good on that.
That's done.
Go back about 5 seconds on this one so we can pick up and then we can read that Zechariah. Go ahead.
And to this day, almost 100 years later, which will be on November 2nd, no one has ever been brought to justice for the Ocoee massacre. This week, by the way, the city of Ocoee.
100 years later, nobody brought to justice. And everybody know who did it. They know who did it.
Right.
The same way they got the records of all the people that died, they know who did it.
Yep.
It ain't a mystery.
Right.
They always, it's just like the brother in Georgia. They got rolled up in the mat.
Johnson.
No.
You talking about Tallahassee?
Valdosta.
Yes. Kendrick Johnson.
Yeah.
Just like the Kendrick Johnson case, they know who did it. It ain't no secret, but they ain't gonna judge nobody. Read that, Zechariah.
Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 4. Thus saith the Lord, my God, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them.
Whose what?
Whose possessors slay them.
Y'all seeing it over and over and over again.
Right.
Our possessors slaying us all over this country. Read.
And hold themselves not guilty.
Hold on, what do they do?
Hold themselves not guilty.
Watch. Just watch. All these cases. The last one, the dude that was led the insurrection became the mayor.
Right.
You can't make this stuff up. Was that it?
Just a little more. Well, that's
we good there. We good there.
Yes.
Take this one off and go to the next one.
Come on.
Hey, Cap, and on that point as well, even if, let's say they didn't know who do it, right? Did it, right? How come the brother that was said that was his ancestor that went through that, how come y'all didn't give him back the land?
There you go.
Understand?
There you go.
To right your wrongs.
And guess what?
Crazy.
If the people got the land, there's a track record of paper.
Right.
There's deeds.
The white woman said that. They have a whole museum of evidence.
Right.
There you go.
That's how the white man can put something right in front of you.
Jedi mind trick.
Jedi mind trick.
Right,
but the way they word it, the way they say it with smooth words, you didn't forgot this is the damn devil you're dealing with.
Right. Whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Crazy.
Right. Damn. Go ahead. Play the press play.
The first day of January, and they did not stop burning and shooting and hanging and lynching until January the 7th.
It's a story that's rarely talked about, but it needs to be told. A dark moment in our state's history.
I hate that radio voice.
The town of Rosewood was a small, predominantly black community.
Rosewood. I remember watching Rosewood, the movie. But when you watch it through Christian eyes, you don't really see it for what it is.
No.
Right.
You don't even see the racism for what it is because God loves everybody. Literally, I remember my mama bought this movie, watched this movie.
Yep.
I didn't see it the way I see it now. I'm like, damn, that's jacked up what they did to us.
Right.
Go ahead.
Not too far from Gainesville, it was destroyed at the hands of an angry racist mob. All that's left, their descendants who continue to tell their stories.
We were entrepreneurs. We had businesses.
Pause.
We had
different city, same story.
Yep. Every time.
Y'all keep blaming black people for that. Now we got to boycott Target because the Targets that we were supposed to have, they all got burned down.
Right.
Imagine if all these different cities, these businesses have now been open for hundreds of years.
Right.
100 years of having a business passed on. Guess what? You get better. You got more inventory.
Right.
They say the first 3 years, the hardest year, black people got to keep having year 3 over and over again.
Right.
Over and over and over and over again. Why? Because they keep burning it down.
Right.
Press play.
had 3 churches in Rosewood. I mean, and this is in the early 1900s.
Rosewood is a part of Ebony Pickett's family history. She never lived there, but she can tell you all about it through stories handed down through 5 generations.
Everybody's lawns was manicured and there was roses all around, and it was almost like this picture perfect place.
That picture shattered on New Year's Day 1923 when a mob of white men invaded Rosewood, burning homes and churches and shooting people as they fled.
They came on the first day of January, and they did not stop burning and shooting and hanging and lynching until January the 7th.
Pause. From the 1st to the 7th,
whole week,
just raiding through the city, night after night, day after day.
Right.
Give me that Deuteronomy where it says, we got fear.
65.
Yep. Read it again. This what y'all don't understand. Who else did this happen to?
Right.
And now this is real history watching. Now vocab alone gonna say we ain't the Israelites. Who the hell did this happen to? Why is this happening to us?
Right. Perpetually.
Somebody show me in the scriptures, why did Rosewood happen?
Right.
Why did the Wilmington Massacre happen?
Right.
Why did Tulsa, Oklahoma happen? Why did all these things happen if we ain't the people of the book?
Right.
I need to know. I need God as love to tell me why this happened.
Hey, Cap, you know, and it's so vast. The history is so vast that even to this day, they still uncovering some of these things that happen that we not even privy to.
That's like Lake Lanier. A lot of us just found out that about 2 years ago.
Right.
But Lake Lanier happened. And guess what? There's other cities that's flooded underneath that we don't know about.
It's a lot of lands that they don't even talk about this. A lot of the construction companies. It's a lot of lands where they build in new cities and they find the remains and they sweep it under the rug.
There you go.
They don't say nothing about this stuff.
Because they know if they do that, they might got to vacate and this got to become a historical site. So they don't say nothing. Go
Last
ahead.
week we saw the same, Cap, Central Park as well.
That
was for our people.
Central Park got took. A lot of our lands got took. Go ahead.
Remembers being a young girl at family reunions and listening to the stories from the mouths of survivors.
When I would see the horror on their face, and then they would begin to wail and cry and console each other. And it was like so emotional, and it was such a vivid picture because this wasn't just something I was reading in a book.
1923, the black town of Rosewood was a land of opportunity.
In 1997, Warner Brothers produced a movie about the town's history, bringing what happened on that tragic day to the big screen. The film, based on accounts at the time of what started the attack. Allegations from a white woman in the neighboring community of
Pause! There you go again.
Right.
The white woman.
Accuser of thy brethren.
The accuser of thy brethren is your friendly neighborhood white man.
Right.
You look at all these stories, most of them, 90% of them go back to a white woman being accusing our people of rape. 90%. And now y'all want to sit up here and marry Miss Laura.
Right.
Shame on you. Shame on you. You got thousands and thousands and thousands of your brothers.
Right.
Bones buried because of this woman, and you want to sit up here and try to justify her and marry her and domesticate her because she's a wild animal. You want to marry a dog. That's what she is. She's a dog. Shame on you. Press play.
That a black man had assaulted her. Pickett disputes that narrative. She says family members told her it was actually a white man who assaulted the white woman. Pickett's relative, Sarah Carrier, known as Aunt Sarah, was there.
And Aunt Sarah had been at her home that day, as well as with her granddaughter, Philomena. So both of them witnessed the white man that actually came into their home that she was with.
Pause.
Aunt Sarah told them.
Now, y'all know what's crazy? All these stories, none of these good, God-fearing white folks.
Right.
Nobody ever came up years later and said, hey, it was us. We did it. The only person I know that did that was the white woman with the Emmett Till story.
On her deathbed.
On the deathbed. All these other people, none of these good, God-fearing white folks. Ain't one of them came forth and confessed their sins and said, you know what? God said, love your neighbors, you love yourself. God says there's neither Jew nor Greek. I was wrong. I'm going to go to jail for this. I'm going to stand up and say what I did was wrong. None of their ancestors, the kids, say, you know what? This land was, this bloodland.
Right.
Because they know how they got the land.
Right.
They know exactly. None of y'all said, you know what, Jew nor Greek, man.
Right.
We need to get these people their land back. We all one people. That ain't happened.
Right.
None of you good politicians said, you know what? We promised these people 40 acres and a mule. Message. Let's make sure we get that for them.
Right.
Nobody did that. Nobody said, God loves everybody, man.
Right.
The wealth gap is billions of dollars different. We need to even this out.
Right.
Let's make sure we redistribute wealth among all people. They ain't did it.
and they ain't gonna do it. Nope. That's why we not listening to none of y'all empty promises, man. That ain't in the Bible. I'm gonna show you what. Give me Jeremiah 30 and 16 real quick. Jeremiah 30 and 16. There's only one way we gonna get atonement for what y'all did to us.
Right.
There's only one way. And it ain't through no doggone $2,000 COVID check.
Hell no.
That ain't it. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee,
everybody that devoured us, read,
shall be devoured.
Hold on, what's gonna happen to them?
Shall be devoured.
That's justice.
Right.
That's true justice. Read.
And all thine adversaries.
Hold on, what?
All thine adversaries.
All the adversaries, read.
Every one of them.
Hold on, no. Some of them?
Every one of them.
Just the ones from 1920.
Every one of them.
Just the ones from the 1800s.
Every one of them.
Just the ones from the 1600s.
Every one of them.
Just the ones from the 1400s.
Every one of them.
Just the ones from 586 BC.
Every one of them.
All of them, from Herod to Pharaoh to Trump.
Right.
Every last one of our oppressors is going to get it. Read.
Shall go into captivity.
Hold on. What's going to happen?
They shall go into captivity.
Jew nor Greek?
Shall go into captivity.
God loves everybody.
Shall go into captivity.
That's why y'all don't want us to read this Bible.
Right.
Y'all don't want us to read this Bible.
Right.
They don't say nothing about no Jew nor Greek.
Right.
He said, hey, everybody that touched the apple of my eye, the Israelites, they're going into captivity. Thus said the Lord.
Right.
Read.
And they that spoil thee shall be.
Hold on. Now you got this. Who the hell got spoiled? Because it looked like to me our cities got destroyed over and over again.
Right.
I don't see none of these white cities being destroyed.
Nope.
All I saw was a white man that had a plane that he directed go into his building. That's all I saw happen.
But Cap, even if they cities do, they rebuild it.
There you go.
Ours has never been rebuilt or restored.
There you go.
Right.
They got insurance money.
Yep.
It's still standing to this day. They put different buildings up.
Right.
Boy, I tell you. Read.
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil.
Read.
And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
All that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Hallelujah. Press play on the video.
That's good news.
Mom, it was not true, but they didn't take her word. She would eventually be killed in the massacre.
Wow.
These were my actual family members that was there and had remembered everything they had gone through. And they shared it with us. But they told us we could not tell anyone for fear that, the white mob would come back and kill them.
98 years later, their stories are still being told so that we may remember and never forget.
Y'all see that?
Terrible.
That's the lives we live here in America. Right. That's how you know we in captivity.
Yep.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the Jewish people, they can write Anne Frank, and it's a bestseller, and everybody love it.
Right.
Everybody love Anne Frank's story, but you try to tell a slave story, they mad.
Right.
You try to write about Rosewood, they mad.
Right.
You try to tell them about the Ocoee Massacre, they mad. Right. You try to tell them about Wilmington, North Carolina, they mad. Right. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Shalom, Cap, shalom, leadership, Most High in Christ bless.
What's going on?
It's Brother Abishai calling in. The favorite Israelite, most hated Israelite is Jesus Christ. This is the one I was listening to the whole show, Cap. There's some good stuff coming out.
All praise to the Most High.
And the one thing our people need to remember is we're the ones that's been discontinued from our heritage.
Right.
The rest of the nations have not.
Right.
They understand full well who we are and what's going on. Because when they are regenerated back into the earth, they got that photo album.
Right.
They got the stories. They got the histories. They're showing them these are these people. This is how you're supposed to feel about it. And they passing these memories on to their children, whether you want to admit it or not, apologetic, whether you want to admit it to yourself or not. These nations pass on their history down to their children.
Right.
We don't, because ours has been taken from us due to our sin. Even our recent memory, as you bring it out, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Lake Lanier, even in New York with the big park they got up there.
Central Park.
The Black Town. Central Park. All this stuff that leadership is now bringing back to our remembrance now that we're coming back to who we are through the commandment, and the Most High is bringing these things back to us, the nations already know that.
Right.
They've been known that. It's not a mystery. It's only a mystery to us. Keep doing what y'all doing. Keep bringing out these histories. I'm gonna keep repenting, keep getting myself right so I can get back. But this, we have to hear this. We have to hear this as a nation. We have to remember, because as it says in Proverbs 8 and 46, this is the only way we can come back to repentance. Is we first have to remember who we are, what's going on, and why we're in this condition. Right.com. And with that, shalom.
All praise.
Hey, Cap, you know it was interesting. You can get Ezekiel 13 and verse 17 real quick. Because they showed you how the white woman stood up for her race, even back then. And the black woman was against her race. You knew it was a white man. You knew that lie would destroy your own sons. Right. And you ran with it. Just like the Tuskegee Air experiment, the black woman. And we go through history to show our sisters how Esau uses you against your own people to this day. You had the black woman mad against us for not voting for a so-called black woman. History repeats itself. Ezekiel 13 and 17.
Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 17. Likewise, thou son of man, set thy face.
Set thy what?
Set thy face.
Stand up for the truth against who?
Against the daughters of thy people.
Because our women believe this system supports them. I never forget, my own mom said this. Coming from a third world country, America is a woman's country.
Oh, wow. Damn.
I never forget that. She told to my pops, this is a woman's country.
Damn.
That's what, even in slavery, they had that mentality. You thinking that they was going to support you? They killed your sons for upholding a lie for a white woman that lied in your own race. She supported her kind. Donald Trump said what? Grab him by the crotch. And the white woman supported that. Read.
Set thy face against the daughters of thy people.
Why?
Which prophesy out of their own heart.
Because it be their own emotions, own feelings, which be what? Lies. To the detriment of their own people. That's why sisters got to understand. We trying to help you. We trying to protect you. We trying to save you. You got to shut the hell up and support us.
There you go. There you go. Press play on the video. Let's see if you got something else on that. No. Finish the video out.
And 8 people died during the Rosewood Massacre. 6 were black, 2 were white. In 1994, Florida provided financial compensation to some of the Rosewood survivors, but family members tell me it's impossible to measure the human cost of what happened on January 1st.
Pause. So it went from the 1900s all the way up to 1994 before they got compensated. And only a few of them. And they probably gave them $20,000, $30,000. You can't talk about how much wealth is accumulated
in that time.
A whole town. That's crazy.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hey, shalom. Most High Christ bless. Leadership. My name is Sandra Ephraim Israel, and I'm from. I don't want to say what borough I'm from because I don't want. Even though Esau gonna know, but you know what?
Boogie down.
I don't give a damn. I'm from IUIC headquarters.
Right.
You know what? It is what it is. But you know what?
Facts.
The sad thing about everything is that, especially Northern Kingdom, because I'm from Northern Kingdom.
Right.
My people are so lost.
Right.
Whether it's Northern Kingdom or Southern Kingdom, but especially Northern Kingdom. And I want to praise you, brothers, for coming to the BX. You know what I mean? I didn't miss that march. I couldn't. All praises to the Most High. I met a lot of y'all.
All praises.
But Northern Kingdom is really lost.
Right.
Like, we follow Esau. I don't want to say, like, I don't want to curse, but we follow Esau to the butt.
Right. Yep.
And it's sad, you know, because I see my people, especially here in the BX, we are lost and we are hurting.
Yep.
And we need saviors like you people, like IUIC, like the leadership in IUIC, and thank you.
All
and
praises.
All praises to all you brothers.
All
you know?
praise to the Most High, sis.
And I love y'all. And Most High Christ bless you all, always, and protect you.
All praise. All praise, sis. Thank you for calling in. Go ahead, press play.
That can compensate for it.
So, go to the next one.
Damn, he said there's nothing that can compensate.
Hey, this is some great history to know, though. Like, all praise to the Most High.
Go ahead.
The death of George Floyd in the hands of Minneapolis police came on Memorial Day. 99 years before, that same week, Black Americans suffered a massacre. In the days after World War I, a neighborhood in Tulsa, Oklahoma, called Greenwood, was among the wealthiest Black communities. Oil made Greenwood rich, but jealousy made it suffer. In 1921, a white mob with incendiary rage burned.
Are y'all catching a common theme?
Yep.
Black wealth, white mob, envy. Let's see if we get the rape claim and everything. Let's see what happens. Go ahead.
Greenwood to ash. Even memories were murdered when the dead were dropped into unmarked graves. Last December, before the pandemic, we found Tulsa preparing to embrace a reckoning with a plan to exhume the truth and raise the dead.
The story will continue in a moment.
The community that is Greenwood has thriving businesses, professional offices, doctors, lawyers, dentists. The history of
Pause.
W. Franklin.
Pause. Y'all see this is in every city. Every city and state across this doggone country. We had doctors, lawyers, dentists, restaurants, movie theaters in every city. It wasn't just Black Wall Street. That's what we're trying to get y'all to see.
Right.
In every single city, they came and destroyed it, burned it to the ground. And now today we look at each other like we can't do anything.
Right.
Why is that? Because they have put it in our brains. They have destroyed our psyche, and now we don't trust each other.
Right.
Now we hate one another.
Right.
But we showed that we could do it.
Right.
Read. Press play.
Let's go. Speaks of Greenwood in the present tense.
Greenwood is the nexus of that African American community.
Perhaps because he studied Greenwood in 32 years as a historian at the Smithsonian, or likely because Greenwood is personal.
And my grandfather moves here from Rentersville in February 1921. And he's the first person in the family to go to college, Buck Colbert Franklin.
Buck Colbert Franklin was a lawyer who chased his dream to a promised land. Booker T. Washington named Greenwood Negro Wall Street because the district was lined with Black-owned shops, restaurants, 2 newspapers, a 54-room Grand Hotel, a hospital, and the Dreamland Theater, which would soon boast air conditioning. But on the day after Memorial Day, 1921, Buck Franklin awoke to fearful news.
He hears that there's to be possibly a lynching. There's this Black man who's been caught with this white woman in the elevator.
Pause. Here we go.
It is.
Black man, white woman in the elevator. Y'all see this?
Right.
Y'all see this? Give me Revelation. Give it to me. The accuser of the brethren.
Yep. Man. No way.
This ain't by chance, y'all. I'm telling y'all, these people are evil. These people are evil. The same story happened all over America.
Right.
And it's still happening today. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation.
Now is come salvation. Read.
And strength. And the kingdom of our God.
Read.
And the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren.
The accuser of our brethren. If you don't know who the accuser of our brethren is, you ain't been watching the show too closely.
Right.
If you've been paying attention, you can see clear as day who the accuser is. Read.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
The accuser of our brethren is cast down. This man is going down.
Right.
That's what the Bible says. Y'all should be rejoicing.
Right.
That's right. He is going down. The accuser of the brethren will cease.
That's right.
Read.
Which accused them before our God day and night.
They accuse us day and night, city across city, country across country, county across county.
Right.
That is what these people do. That is what they do. But God says they cast down. Was that it on that?
Yes, sir.
So, the accuser of the brethren will be cast down.
Hey, Cap, that's why integration was detrimental to us as well, because you see what we did when we was able to establish our own. We was prosperous, right?
There you go.
They got a thing, too. I was looking up FHA loans, right? When you really look into it, they actually introduced that to keep us limited to where we can actually go to set up or actually buy land and buy property. Because you see these different communities, when we was able to come amongst each other, guess what? We was able to we had banks, we had hospitals, bus lines, we had all of that. But now I can control where you go. I can control what property you own.
Right.
So now you're going to be limited in your success. So all of that was detrimental, man.
Yep, 100%. 100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy work. That FHA loan is tagged to certain zip codes.
Right.
Yeah.
To now you don't even know.
Right.
You think you got a good deal with a high interest rate.
Nah.
But yet they putting you in that place strategically. That's crazy work.
Yep.
Hey, land back over here real quick.
Bring it up.
Hey, get Psalm chapter 50, verse 20. I need some more good news for my soul after listening to this stuff.
Bring it out.
Oh, man. Hey, you really in Christianity, I'm telling you right now, you got the precepts of men.
Right.
You suck.
Yep.
I love you, my people, but you suck. There's no salvation in that thing. Psalm chapter 50, verse 20.
The book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother.
We just read it. We've been going over the whole show, the accuser.
Right.
The accuser, because they love to say, Esau's Jacob's brother.
Right.
Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite. Okay, but he's accusing his brother.
Right.
Read.
Thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
Day in and day out, you call us Gentiles, Negroes, Spics. You say we're not the people of God. You lie and say you are the people of God. Read.
These things hast thou done.
He said these things you have done. Read.
And I kept silent.
God said, I've been staying back.
Right.
I've been holding back. Read.
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
That's the mentality of Esau right now.
Right.
God is with us.
Right.
Surely he's with us. He's not fighting against them. Read.
But I will reprove thee.
He said, I will reprove thee. Read.
And set them.
You know what that proves as well? His judgment is to come.
Right.
He hasn't gotten it yet. His judgment is set to come. Read.
But I will reprove thee.
And do what?
And set them in order before thine eyes.
That's that contagion that he's worried about. That's what everybody's worried about right now.
Hey, they should just put the chains on themselves now.
Hey.
Exactly.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
I got to call back because I hear what you're saying in the class. Remember what happened when y'all came to, the Bronx? And you see how that Christian pastor, well, he's not a pastor. What he did, he lied on y'all.
Right.
The liar.
Oh, God, that dude.
Christianity is let me tell you something. Christianity is crackianity.
That's right.
It's better off smoking crack than Christianity.
More hope. You got a better chance of getting
Lord
off.
forgive me, but it is. Because you saw what that I don't know what he was, but he was our brother.
Yeah,
He was a liar. He lied on y'all.
Right.
Before the cops, thank the Most High, that the cops ain't do nothing, because they saw y'all try to, pay him for what y'all did, But he want to be a damn liar.
Right.
Good.
He out here every day in the Bronx lying to our people. May the Most High have mercy on his soul and our people.
Right.
But I saw what happened. I was there. I saw with my own eyes.
All praises.
You know what? It is what it is. But Lord have mercy on all of us.
Yes, sir.
I love you guys.
All praises.
Most High God bless you all.
Dale luz, hermana.
Fire.
You good on that? All right, press play.
And the newspapers are saying, read all about it. It's extra, extra. Read all about it.
Tulsa's white newspapers told of a black teenager who allegedly attacked a white female elevator operator.
Allegedly.
At the jail.
Pause. Hey, Shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Shalom, family. Massacre, Sister Keziah from IUIC, Jersey. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Are you good, sis?
Bouncing off the topic of righteous anger, I don't know if Bishop said it, and shout out to Bishop General Nathaniel. We sucking on Babylon titties, and I see how easy it is to confine when I, say I'm gonna relax or rest.
Right.
Because what I realize is like I'm 19 and I haven't lived long, but these scriptures really hold me, and not only the scriptures, but it's coming to life following it.
Right.
And I realize it isn't a question when I see the prophets get enraged, as how can that be like the first inconvenience to our people? I believe there's something powerful in rage for one's race, and imagery, as we were talking about, plays a crucial role.
Right.
I noticed the subtle ways they depict us in the news, in the media system. And, Esau speaking so eloquently and softly is serving us the same sorrows and oppositions we face.
Right.
And that's why we don't love our prophets, get passionate, because it's asking us to stand up, and our oppressors is telling us to still sit down.
Right.
And Lord's will, if it's possible, if I could bring out the scriptures of the great ignorance. I don't remember where it is.
Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon.
Okay.
We'll bring it out for you, sis.
I'll praise to the Most High. Love you guys.
All praise, all praise. Bring that out. Wisdom of Solomon 14. The war of great ignorance.
14:22.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 22. Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of God. But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance.
They live where?
In the great war of ignorance.
They lived in the great war of ignorance. That's what's going on. That is what's going on with our people. That's why when we bring this stuff out, they don't get it.
No.
Or they never heard of any of this stuff before. They like, what?
Right.
Tulsa, Oklahoma? Can you believe there's people that don't know about this? Because remember, this was big during, I think it was 2021, because of the 100-year, the bicentennial year.
Yeah.
They never heard of this before.
Hey, Cap, what's crazy? My bad. During that time, I remember what I found out was that Esau makes somewhere about 31 million a year annually.
Damn.
On tourism from that event.
Right.
$0 go to any of those people.
Damn.
That was affected by it. Because remember that little suspect dude, he donated some money to them. Michael Todd, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Michael Todd.
Yeah, because you had maybe like the last two survivors remaining.
Right.
They were still going to court, and the judge had shut it down.
Right.
But annually, they make about 30 to 31 millions off of tourism from it, and none of it go to descendants.
Damn, that's crazy.
Wow,
that's crazy. Press play.
Hail. A lynch mob demanded the prisoner. Black veterans of World War I arrived to shield the defendant for his day in court. A shot was fired, and in a running gun battle, the mob chased the black vets to Greenwood.
One of the moments during the riot that your grandfather wrote about was this. On they rushed, whooping to the tops of their voices, firing their guns every step they took. What is it like for you to read those words today?
He too was traumatized by seeing people being shot in front of his eyes. He describes a woman who's trying to find her child who's run in front of her, and she's unafraid of the bullets raining down because her concern is to find her child.
What began as an attempted lynching at the jail erupted into a massacre. From a high grain elevator, a machine gun laid fire on Greenwood Avenue.
Where's the fire department? Where's the police when we need them? We're part of a city. This is not some small town. This is a city of wealth and order and governance. It is now taken over by a mob.
The police joined the mob. National Guard troops pressed the attack against what one guard officer called the enemy. Quotes from eyewitnesses include, "Old women and men, children, were running and screaming everywhere." A deputy sheriff reported a black man dragged behind a car His head was being bashed in, the deputy said, bouncing on the steel rails and bricks. But what happened next may have frightened Buck Franklin even more.
And he hears planes circling and sees roofs of buildings catching fire. And these are from turpentine balls, burning turpentine balls dropped from planes.
The first time in American history, the airplanes were used to terrorize America.
Pause.
Was not a 9/11.
Give me that, Daniel. Was things happening to us?
Yes, sir. Bring it up.
The worst. Yes, Daniel 9/11. They dropped bombs essentially. The Gap Band. If y'all didn't know, the Gap Band, you dropped the bomb on me, baby. That comes from Tulsa, Oklahoma. They were writing about that. Hit the bomb. A lot of y'all don't understand that. That's where that song comes from.
Wow.
That's where it comes from. The history in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Go ahead.
The book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 12. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil.
They cut the feed.
Ooh, it's getting too real.
All right. Well, it's 10:30 anyway.
How long?
How long we been down?
I think it just happened.
It was 10:29.
How long till they put us back up?
It's getting too real.
All right. Well,
IT.
We did our job.
All right, y'all. With that, we say shalom.
Message.
Oh, shalom.
It's getting too real.
They talk.
Yeah, that's
Bruh.
These niggas usually done it now.
This right here.
Hey, everybody.
Damn. Hey.